Hey guys.
The loudness and the energy, I just couldn't believe it.
I love the energy of the crowd. Let's go!
I'm gonna keep burying you in the ground as fast as I can and as deep as I can.
I enjoy when things get a little saucy.
Give me a freaking break!
Every match you play feels like it's the finals.
Fire, you want fire.
And that's what the fans want to see.
That's what intense tennis is.
In the heart of Georgia is the tennis capital of the United States, and it's only fitting that a new professional pathway is born here to redefine the sport, change the future, and create a new competition model that finally gives players what they deserve and fans what they've been looking for. Hello everyone, I'm JY and we are back for one final showdown. Since the beginning of the summer, the Intense League has been inside a movie studio. That's right. The Intense Arena is at the Electric Owl Studios, where outside of these doors, entertainment giants like Disney, Netflix, and HBO are there. But inside Stage 3, the league has been on the grind to transform the sport and create a pathway where players finally get salaries and men and women compete together with rules such as one serve, timeout, substitutions, and 14 seconds in between points. And this season, it's been a lot of fun to watch these individuals join teams, teams become families, and families chase championships.
Let's go!
It was an intense match. Maybe it didn't go exactly as planned. Credit to Jacksonville. Sam came out, started on fire.
Kudos to Sam. He started insane.
I just tried my hardest and I got the win today.
That was the most fun tennis match I've ever played in my life.
Opening weekend, there's some nerves, no doubt. For me, I always see these opportunities for improvement.
Hopefully we win that energy battle.
We have a really good plan and it's gonna work.
We also have a very good plan.
They
For sure.
They don't have
We do.
Awesome.
Marcelo did a great job firing us all up.
Somebody has to lose, someone has to win, but I know it's going to make us hungry to come back and beat them.
Obviously, coming in not having won one yet, it makes you hungrier to win one. Time to bring it, time to get a win.
Sam, amazing job in the men's singles.
I had a good game plan coming in, and I stayed within myself.
I'd like to take my hat off to Sam. I think he pulled out a few good shots at the right times, but in general, I just felt like it was an uphill battle.
It's definitely a rivalry. We need it more than the other team.
Sam played well again today.
Each day is a new day. I mean, next week I could be the one flattened.
She brought it today, no doubt.
They really wanted it for the team. Credit to Atlanta today. They played some great stuff throughout, no matter whether they were up or down.
That was our season, and this was last night where Atlanta was taking on Tampa, where Atlanta could clinch the title. Started off with women's singles to see who was going to get them off to the best start, and Tanya hanging up the phone on Sion with her best performance of the season. And then it came down to the doubles. Atlanta going back and forth with Tampa, but the +2s and the volleys by Kevin King. Delana stepping it up, and Marcelo screaming into the crowd as they clinched the 2025 first ever Intense League Championship. That was an incredible night, but coming up shortly, we're going to have Tampa taking on Jacksonville to finish things off. And afterwards, we're going to have our awards and presentation ceremony to all the winners in the league, MVPs, champions. It will all be after today. But Jonathan, I get to introduce you so we can talk about last night and what's ahead. This is my partner for the weekend, Jonathan Stokke. Thanks for joining us. And last night, man, that was something.
Hey, it was a pleasure to be a part of it. The atmosphere was absolutely electric. The intensity was awesome. The level was great, and so much was on the line, and a lot of players stepped up. It was really cool to watch.
We've been talking a lot. You know, it's final day here, but what this has been all about. And last night, what a fitting moment to feel the energy in here. It was different, and it's something that professional tennis players don't get to feel very often.
Yeah, we talk about the team atmosphere. A lot of the players here have played in college. A lot of the coaches, including myself, have coached in college, and they love the team environment. But what's separate about this is it's on one court. All the eyes are on one court. Everyone's cheering for everyone. It's one big team score where everyone comes together. So there's a much better family environment. It happens so much quicker. You saw it between week 1 and now where we are, how the players have gotten closer, the coaches have gotten closer. So just an awesome energy that you don't really see anywhere else, especially on the Pro Tour, where everything is just solo by yourself. It's a very difficult grind. And right here, these professional players have a team behind them.
You talk about that team. That was something that Trey Mallory mentioned also, right? The family being behind them and then the support they can have. But Marcelo also had some special comments about how he's felt about the league.
It means more when you're doing it with other people, right? And that's the lonely thing about being on the ATP Tour, WTA Tour, is you win a match and you go home to your hotel room by yourself. Here, you win a bolt or even a point, and you have 6 people in the crowd behind you. So a very unique atmosphere, and one that I personally would have loved playing in back in my day.
That was one of the things that held you back, right? I mean, you were an incredibly successful junior player, college player. I mean, you played at the U.S. Open, but even you, with the way things currently are in the format and the way you have to travel on the current ATP and WTA tours, you were good enough, but you said that's not for me. But here, you feel about it differently.
Yeah, I mean, look, coming out of college, I said, do I want to travel by myself 26 to 30 weeks a year, paying for all my own stuff, playing by myself, maybe not having a coach, or I could come into a league like this and have a team around me, have a support staff, have a really cool crowd. And again, this is such a unique atmosphere in here with this one court and so much to play for. And by the way, I've checked, the money's not that bad either. So it's something I really wish was around 20 years ago when I was playing. Unfortunately, it wasn't, but I get to commentate and be a part of it in a different way, but this is super cool.
Now, you mentioned the money. How different is that for a player to go to sleep at night knowing their salaries, appearance fees, expenses are covered, your coaching's covered. Oh, wait, you can get here. You can actually make money.
Yes, it's a very viable pathway, and you know, like you said, some of these players on salaries, they have prize money to play for. Every bolt, every match matters. You get the coaching, you get the travel paid for. It's honestly such a good deal. Like when you were telling me about it at the beginning, I'm like, this can't be true, but it actually is, and so I can see why the league is gaining attention. I see why people are DMing you all the time to be a part of it. Again, like I said, I'm super jealous that these players have that opportunity, but it's super cool, and it's a great thing to be a part of.
And the dynamic with the substitutions, how cool is that?
I love it as a coach. You know, when I was here as a challenge coach, I was subbing people left and right. Sometimes it's great. When you were playing yourself, you know, you would have loved a chance to take a 1-minute breather and let someone come in and fill the gaps. And these teams are so deep. There's so many quality players. So it's an interesting wrinkle for the coaches to have to navigate through. But also as players, I think they've understood it's not necessarily a bad thing if you get subbed out. It's just part of the natural process.
Yeah, and we'll just directly talk about such an important topic that we've seen articles come out more and more with tennis, the mental health, the depression that some of these players face, traveling alone. 'Cause even though you might travel with a coach, most players can't afford to travel with 2 or even with 1. And when they travel, they're still by themselves. It's just them on their own and no one supporting them, and how just healthier this league can be for players.
Right. I mean, that's the hardest part about being on tour is being alone. And so the built-in family, the support staff, everyone here are part of the production. It's like a family, even people not necessarily associated with each individual team, but you've got the coaches, you've got the players. And again, if you take a tough loss, you've got people there to pick you up instead of having to go back to your hotel room by yourself, get on Instagram and see a couple tough DMs. So just that team environment and the support staff around, definitely good for everyone's mental health.
Yeah, and you don't have to, you can actually afford your dinner even if you lost.
Exactly. You're eating for free either way, which is a good thing, especially you know, when you have that trouble on the road. But yeah, obviously, having the support staff is huge.
And then coming up, we have Tampa taking on Jacksonville. Talk about these two teams quickly about, you know, Sion struggled a little bit last night. Sam Nicholson still playing well.
Yeah, Sam's an absolute beast. We know what we're going to get out of him. Sion, that was the first time I've seen her struggle. I heard a little rumor about maybe a little bit of a back tweak from the day before, but I expect her to bounce back nicely tonight.
And then for the coaching, how do they manage the coaching, right? I mean, it's, last night things didn't go too well into the doubles. Tampa very close. We've seen how hard it is for these teams to come back. How do you manage that energy drop after a loss, but then a quick turnaround? We've seen teams win Saturday night and still struggle to get back.
Right. I mean, so for Tampa, it's a quick turnaround, right? They're getting done at 9:30 last night. It's now 2 o'clock. Jacksonville had a little more time to recover. But each day is a new day, and that's what the best players and the best coaches do, is they look at each opportunity as a unique chance to showcase their skills and get better. And so we'll see what team does that better. But again, it's all about the start, right? Whoever gets off to the best start usually ends up winning the match, so we'll see how that goes.
Awesome. So we got a great event coming up in 20 minutes, but we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we have our new league commissioner down courtside with Kelly Kroll.
I made more money this past weekend in 3 days playing Intense than I ever made playing a pro tournament. I'm Max Benson, Jacksonville. I started Intense. I'm playing futures and such, and making money is really hard when you're playing futures. I would say a lot of people probably look at tennis as like a rich person's sport, which having a lot of money makes things easier because then you're not thinking about that. But like in my case, I would say it's more, oh wow, I have to book a flight, book a hotel, and then on top of all of that, I have to pay for my food, my travel, the entry fee, all the stringing. I mean, a lot goes into it. Once I graduated, I did have a nice graduation present from my parents, so I could go play in Europe. But after that, it was all back on me. I had never booked a flight for myself before. I had never booked a hotel, Airbnb, public transport. I went to tournament after tournament. I don't know anybody. They might not even speak English. I went there and figured it out by myself. Everything is on you, like when you're playing pro tennis. So if you do choose to travel with a friend, with a coach, with a physio, whoever you want to travel with, you have to pay them, and you also end up paying their expenses. Sometimes you kind of think in the back of your head, well, the only way I end in the green this week is if like I make semis or final or win the tournament. I went to Austria, and my buddy and I, we played a 25K. We won the doubles, and we still probably ended maybe positive 100 euros by the end of the week. With the money that I'll make from Intense, I'll be able to play way more. After this past weekend, I basically doubled my bank account.
Welcome back to the Intense Arena, where we have our final showdown of the season, Tampa versus Jacksonville. But first, let's go down to Kelly Kroll, who's got our new league commissioner, Barry Fulcher.
Yes, honored to be joined by the new commissioner of Intense, but you have been here, Barry, since the very beginning. So as we now commence with championship weekend, what has your biggest takeaway been from this first season?
It's been amazing. Like, I was here in weekend one, and having watched from afar from the UK how things have progressed through the seasons, it's been fantastic to see the energy and the development of the players, the coaches, the fan base growing. So we're set up for a great final day here.
What have you enjoyed most when you talk about those highlights of it growing and the players getting to know them in the competition?
Yeah, I think one of the challenges is that it's such a new start, a blank page. So writing the rules and how we're engaging with the players, the fans, the coaches has been it's so different. So it's taken inevitably the players, coaches, fans some time to get used to that. And we're really seeing the fruit of that sort of reward now in final weekend, and it's set up to be a good one. And
you have your own league back in the UK, but you wanted to be part of this, and more so because why?
Well, I've been involved in discussions for a number of years. I know our CEO, Charles Allen, for about 10 or 11 years now. So, yes, I run my own tour back in the UK, but this, like I said, it's so different to traditional tennis and so out of the ordinary in terms of what its objectives are. So it's been fantastic to be involved. When you say that, crowds and the cheering that goes on during the matches, you saw it at its peak last night. What do you think about that dynamic? I love it. And that's one of the things that's taken the players so long to, a bit more time to get used to that, is someone heckling, screaming, maraca. that the players have adjusted to it and you know, they're able to deal with it. But you see that in normal tennis. It's not happening. So it's been. I think it's great, and that's going to continue to evolve, I think.
And I want to ask you about a couple of the players, Annabelle Thomas, and you know Sam as well, because they both have been part of things you've done back in the UK, correct?
Yeah, funny link, I suppose, just circumstantial. I think the very first female tournament I ran in the UK 7-8 years ago, Annabelle Davis, as she was then, was the champion, our very first Progress Tour champion back in the UK. So, yeah, she's played a lot of events that I've run in the UK, so it's great to see her star really here. She's performed so well over the season. And then Sam, I coached Sam back when he was 16. I think he'd had a few years out of the game, and I started coaching him, and he's found his way back into the game. And again, he's had a fantastic season here as well, so it's great to see them both.
Absolutely. They've been a couple stars so far this season. We've enjoyed getting to watch them compete, and we look forward to what's coming in season 2. Barry, thank you so much.
Perfect. Thanks for having me.
Guys.
Thanks, Kelly, and thank you to Barry to give us some of his thoughts. You know, brand new commissioner, but a very experienced one that we are all so excited to have. And when we come back, Jacksonville versus Tampa.
I don't know what dirt people are digging up on me that they can trash talk me on, but you never know what people might find. Yeah, I definitely take pride in my fitness. That's kind of my superpower on the tennis court.
More superhero or supervillain?
I'm definitely more of a superhero than a supervillain. I feel like the villains in Intense are going to be off the court. I think some of the outside fans and distractions could be a make or break deal in this league. The fans have free reign here. That's what's so cool about it. You can cheer whenever you want. If they keep chirping, then I'm just going to have to raise my game and silence them through my tennis. We're going to have to really just dial in and focus on what we can control, which will be less than usual. Hopefully there's no villains out there.
I was a bad kid when I was young, you know. Very disrespectful, you know, talking back to the parents, skipping school and all that. Make sure you stay in school, kids. Tennis did help me mature and develop in so many ways. You gotta respect your coach, you gotta respect your partner, you gotta respect your opponent. You cannot just be on the court goofing around. You know, you cannot just be there and then just do whatever you want, right? So it did help me a lot. I remember when I was like 16 years old, like my dad was talking to me then, he was like, we're not gonna be here forever. We have younger siblings looking up to you, coming up. And then since then, I just started to look at life differently. I started being more respectful, you know, being more appreciative of every little thing. I haven't gotten a whooping since then, so like, let's hope it stays that way.
Welcome back to the Intense Arena, where we have Jacksonville and Tampa gearing up for our one final showdown. It's been an incredible weekend so far. I'm JY and Jonathan Stokke here as we are gearing up for such an emotional day for all of us. You know, it's been a great season, great energy last night, so many firsts that are happening in tennis. But we got one more event before it's all said and done, Jacksonville versus Tampa.
Yeah, everybody wants to finish on a high note, and it's going to be interesting. We talked about Jacksonville women yesterday. Sophia, Annabelle in particular, such strong players. It stunned me that they actually haven't won a match this year, and so I want to see how they do. And then on the men's side for Tampa, I've been blown away by how much Sam Frizzell has improved. From the first time I saw him to yesterday, last night, he was absolutely lights out. I want to see if he can back it up. But lots of cool storylines for this last match.
And Martin, how well did he play in doubles yesterday in the challenge match? I mean, he's such an important piece. Sam definitely for singles, but what he brings to doubles.
His energy is awesome. Like I said, I think he has the best serve of anyone in doubles, where it's fast, it's got spin, it's got kick, it's reliable. And, you know, Max has mastered the job of picking a good partner, right? Like, that's part of being a good doubles team, is picking a good partner. And Martin has been a fantastic doubles player all season long.
Yeah, just quickly, you talk about Sam. Is it fair to give him the vote of most improved player of the year?
In my opinion, absolutely, because the first time I watched, he barely got in. When he did, he looked nervous. His strokes didn't have much on it. Last night, I think he had 15 two-pointers, if I remember correctly, passing shots, taking balls early, and a couple volleys, which you seem to think he couldn't do. But yeah, he has improved so much, and the level last night was fantastic.
Yeah, what I'm really interested to find out is going to be the coaching. All right, who manages it better than the other? Both teams, you know, we've seen it all teams, how much they've improved from the start of the season to now. You know, but I was questioning some of Yelena's decisions within the lineup, especially when it came down to doubles on who should be in there and who should not. Claudio, been managing things well. I mean, we'll see who is going to make the decisions tonight. Are they going to be across the board, or is somebody going to make a strategic decision? So we'll find out shortly, but we're going to go courtside right now to Miss Intense Christina G, who has an Impact Award to present.
All right, Intense fans, before we do our final set of votes, oh, there we go. We want to go ahead and determine who our inaugural champion will be. We have two special awards to give away. I'm joined here by Barry Fulcher, which is our future Intense League Commissioner, to help us say our award. So welcome, Barry.
Okay, so our first award of the day, it's very much a privilege for me to award this first award, the Intense Impact Award. And we had a number of strong candidates for this award, and I'm pleased to announce that the winner of the 2025 Intense Impact Award is Annabelle Thomas. Do we have a clap? Our next award, the Outstanding Challenge Series Player of the Season, a man that played every single week with us here. So I'm really pleased to announce the winner of the Challenge Series Player of the Year is Daniel Maminovich.
Congratulations. We will accept this award for Danny, so congratulations to our winners, to Annabelle and to Danny. Thank you guys so much. It's amazing.
All right, those are two very important awards. The Challenge Series, that opportunity to make it through the series and play on one of our full-time teams. Danny, playing every single week, did a great job. Annabelle Thomas, Impact Award with what she's done to help us grow the league. So thankful for her. But when we come back, Jacksonville versus Tampa, final showdown.
I don't know what dirt people are digging up on me that they can trash talk me on, but you never know what people might find. Yeah, I definitely take pride in my fitness. That's kind of my superpower on the tennis court.
More superhero or supervillain?
I'm definitely more of a superhero than a supervillain. I feel like the villains in Intense are going to be off the court. I think some of the outside fans and distractions could be a make or break deal in this league. The fans have free reign here. That's what's so cool about it. You can cheer whenever you want. If they keep chirping, then I'm just going to have to raise my game and silence them through my tennis. We're going to have to really just dial in and focus on what we can control, which will be less than usual. Hopefully there's no villains out there.
Sam Nicholson and play for Jacksonville. From Brighton in England, born in Bath. I got started because I had a lazy eye, my right eye, and the doctor said you need a ball coming at you. I used to wear the eye patch and everything to strengthen up the weak one. Fuel came early on, just enjoying running about, the feeling of exercise, and then later on is winning, is the joy, and I saw the opportunity you can get with college through tennis, and so I thought like that's a great opportunity, leave home, come to America, see what else I can do. For me, it's the first time here and playing for Intense. I'm grateful I heard about it. Again, it's just tennis opening up doors. There's no like I have this chip on my shoulder. It's, you know, I'm lucky to play tennis and I'm just here to win, really.
Guys, I need a Negro Modelo.
Negro Modelo, what is that?
It's a dark beer.
Okay, I'm not a beer drinker.
No.
Thwack. Chip rally.
Oi.
Rallying with Chip Rally. Produced and directed by Chip Rally. Starring Chip Rally.
Okay, that's all you get. All right. Okay, bye. Chip Rally here for the Chip Rally Show. Tennis. You want to hit deep. So I've decided to hit deep with some of the best tennis players in the Intense Tennis League. I'm here with Annabelle Thomas.
Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you. So, college baller, former, you?
Yep. UNF, Clemson.
University of Florida Tech?
University of North Florida.
North Florida?
Yeah.
Northeast Florida?
Just North Florida.
Division
1.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Thanks.
How'd you fare on the team? What number did you play?
I started at 7, and then went 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's the right way to go.
Yeah, exactly. It didn't go down.
Yeah.
It's gradually up.
I went the other way. Yeah. Sorry, Coach Tucker at the Ohio State University. Pull up your pants, okay? It's kind of, you know, you're an old man. Cheating. Let's get right into it.
Oh, yeah.
It happens. Cheat happens. I have a shirt that says that. You want to buy it or?
How much?
That's a good question. I need to give it a price before I sell it. You did graduate university, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Talk to me about what makes a strong team player.
And someone who's selfless. They want to play for their team and they want to get the best out of themselves, the best out of their teammates.
Do you have any tactics for tennis players to get the best out of their teammates?
Ooh. I think just being honest with your teammates.
Yeah.
And knowing like what your teammates' strengths are, knowing what your strengths are, and then working together.
What's an example of working together with a teammate?
Just pumping them up, making them feel good, telling them when they need to get that together.
So if you wanted to make me feel good right now, how would you pump me up?
I mean, like, Chip, let's go. Today's your day. Play to your strengths.
I don't know. I just feel like there's so much pressure in the world, and my backhand sucks.
But what about your forehand?
Well, it's pretty good.
Then use it. I've seen you use it. Let's go.
Okay.
I'm putting you on.
All right.
I know I'm a woman coach and also I'm the youngest, so it's always different, I think, and pretty new, but I just think that you can give a chance to everyone. My name is Jelena Labar, and I'm coaching the Tempest team. So I started playing tennis when I was 4 years old in France. My dad started to coach me. I just had one coach when I was 10 years old until now. I still have the same coach in France back home. And I love tennis. It was more like a fun game. No competition at the beginning, and I started to like, at some point, when I was 16, I realized I was pretty okay. And I just decided to do more competition and take it more seriously. I think my coach made the person that I am on the court and off the court as well. He impacted me a lot on technique-wise, but also my spirit, how I fight on the court. I felt that confidence builds trust and shows build performance. That's the most important for me as a coach, to make the player understand that I understand them. It's not only being a player, it's also a person. And any little win, we have to celebrate. Like, it doesn't matter if it's a small win for them or a big win, I will always support them. When I was 17, I just decided to go to the US. I saw a lot of players going there and getting scholarship to play in the United States. When I came to the US, I was not speaking one word of English, so I arrived in Columbus State University, and it was way different than France. Also was just after COVID, so when I had to learn English, they were all wearing a mask. So it was really difficult to communicate, actually, first of all. So I was a little bit questioning myself why I'm here. But then after, it started to be really fun.
All right, Vinny, it's the last Intense Open of the year.
It's been a hell of a season, Hammer. Let's finish strong.
Stand by to roll the Open in red in 3, 2, 1.
Track red, roll red.
The loudness and the energy, I just couldn't believe it.
I'm back in my zone now. I love the energy of the crowd. Let's go! 'Cause I'm back in my zone now.
I'm gonna keep burning.
Welcome everyone to the Intense Arena in the tennis capital of the United States, where a new pathway to professional tennis has been born that finally gives players what they deserve and fans what they've been looking for. And coming up, we have Jacksonville versus Tampa in our final showdown of the season.
That's what intense tennis is.
Hello everyone, I'm JY alongside Jonathan Stokke, and we are not your traditional tennis. We are a new format with new rules, so let's get to know what you need to follow in today's action.
Hey, it's Trent from Team Atlanta. If you want to watch Intense, you gotta know the rules because it's different from the tennis you're used to. Let's go.
Intense is a team sport. Each team consists of 6 players, 3 men, 3 women, roll on, roll off, substitutes all throughout.
Each Pro League duel is made up of 3 matches: men's and women's singles, men's and women's doubles, and mixed doubles.
Each match is made up of 3 10-minute bolts with shot clocks in use. Each team has 2 timeouts per match.
We have easy-to-follow numerical scoring with 1 point for a regular win and 2 points for a clean winner.
One toss, one serve. Once the ball is in the air, you gotta hit it, make it, or lose the point.
The server sets the pace. Returners must be ready, and there's a maximum of 14 seconds between points.
Bolt 6 electric line calling will be overseen by Intense officials.
At the end of each match, the highest score wins. A deciding point will be played if teams are tied at the final whistle of the final bolt.
The team with the highest aggregate score at the end of the final ball of the final match is declared the winning team and takes home the cash.
Got it? Good. Enjoy the matches.
Here's the Jacksonville lineup. Let's meet them.
Annabelle Thomas, the University of North Florida and Clemson University. And I played over 10 different sports growing up, and I could beat you at all of them.
Sophia Johnson, Old Dominion University, and I speak Hungarian. Viszont látásra.
Jacqueline Lopez, Rutgers University. I make the best chocolate chip banana bread.
Max Benson, Presbyterian College, and I love bubble tea.
Martin Gutierrez, Barry University, and my favorite fruit is mango.
Sam Nicholson, UNC Wilmington, and I'm the first tennis player in my family.
That's the Jacksonville lineup. Now let's meet Tampa.
Sion Mendes, Sydney, Australia, and I play professional pickleball too. Fight me.
Joey Chan, San Diego State University, and they wanted me to give you a fun fact, but I'm not really that fun.
Kate Sharabura, Georgia Tech, and I'm a dual citizen of the US and Canada, eh?
Nori Adam, FAMU, and I'm also a South Carolina rapper. Played a lot of sports, they didn't make no sense, so I picked the tennis racket. It was more intense.
Trey Mallory, UNC Wilmington, huge Manchester United fan.
Sam Frizzell, Xavier University, and I can play piano, guitar, and clarinet at the same time. Kind of. Not very well, but we'll get it done.
And that's Team Tampa.
Now it's time to meet your players. We got Jacksonville taking on Team Tampa. First up, Team Jacksonville. Led by their coach from Rome, Italy. He's a former top 100 player in the world and is Jacksonville's El Capitano. Make some noise for Claudio Pistolesi. From Brighton, England, a two-time first-team All-Big South player. Standing tall at 6'3", number 2 on his jersey, but number 1 in our hearts. Make some noise for Sam Nicholson. From Albany, New York, he's a 2021 Big South Player of the Year and the best, and I mean the best, trash talker on the team. He's the Ginger Ninja. Make some noise for Maxwell Benson. From Columbia, by the way of Jacksonville, Florida, a 4-time NCAA champion, also a social media heartthrob known as the Forehand God. Make some noise for Martin Gutierrez. From Somerset, England, currently pursuing a master's in applied physiology at Clemson University, she's constantly analyzing her competition. Make some noise for Annabelle Thomas. From right down the street, Dunwoody, Georgia, a Scarlet Knight from Rutgers, she's the intense globetrotter with all of her international training. Make some noise and give a huge welcome to Jacqueline Lopez. From London, England, a former top 10 ITA ranked player. Hungarian with her background and hungry for wins on the court. Can we make some noise for Sophia Johnson? Make some noise for Team Jacksonville. And now for our host team, Team Tampa. Led by their coach from France, from collegiate player to head coach within a year. She's a shooting star of success, Yelena Labat. From Southampton, Bermuda, a back-to-back 4-time CAA champion with James Madison, bringing the tropical thunder on the court. Make some noise for Trey Mallory. From Luke's, Florida, he's representing the Sunshine State and shines bright like a diamond every time he plays. Can we make some noise for Sam Frizzell? From Sudan, a standout on the ATP Tour since he was 16 years old. He has a big grin and a bigger game. It's Smiley. Make some noise for Nori Adams. From right here, from the ATLA NTA Georgia, an ITA All-American from Georgia Tech. At 6'1", she towers over the competition, both physically and mentally. Make some noise for Kate Sharabora. You go, girl. From Sugar Hill, Georgia, she's an all-Mountain West academic and athletic champion, representing San Diego State. Make some noise for JY Chen. From Sydney, Australia, rooted in Argentinian fare, she came from down under to show and come out on top with intent. Can we make some noise for Sion Mendez? And this is Team Tampa.
And those are our two incredible teams going head-to-head in our final showdown. I'm JY and Jonathan Stokke, who's been here with us all weekend. Jonathan, what are you looking forward to as we're about to get started?
I want to see the Jacksonville women get a win. That's the number one thing I want to see. I want to see them get on the board. They have such quality players over there. They've been so close, so I want to see that happen today.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see how Sion can bounce back for Tampa. They were undefeated going last night. That was her first loss of the season. Hate to put it on Sion, but she did play the most minutes. Does count for Tampa, but it's going to be interesting to see how they come back after a tough loss last night. But before we get there, we'll send it down to Miss Intense for some special awards.
All right, Intense fans, we have even more surprises for everyone here at Intense Arena. I am joined once again by our Intense League Commissioner, Barry Fuchar, to announce our league MVP.
Yeah, so our inaugural year of Intense, we're honoured to recognise our male and female most valuable player of the year. Dominating the court throughout the season, I'm pleased to welcome our 2025 Intense Male MVP, Mr. Sam Nicholson.
I knew it! It's gonna be you!
So moving right on to the ladies, the 2025 Intense Female MVP, Sion Mendez.
Well, I wonder if that's just what Sion needed this morning. You know, she was pretty upset after her performance last night, played so great. Maybe this is the confidence boost she needs to bring her spirits back up.
Yeah, I mean, when you're coming off your first loss, it's always nice to receive a trophy for everyone telling you how great you were for the entire season, which is absolutely true. Both Sam and Sion deserve those awards. They've been fantastic players all season long, and we'll see if she can bounce back today.
I've always wondered how a player manages now, because they are the MVP. So guess what? The eyes are on you, and everyone's going to expect you to play like the MVP. So can they live up to that? So far they have. They've known they've been the MVP candidates, but now they actually are. Going to be really interesting how they manage that moving forward for the rest of the day, as we are going to go down for our coin toss with Sebastian Nunez, because we will get started with women's singles and the MVP herself.
First players up. This is the start of our ladies singles. Tampa's host, Jacksonville call. We have Ryan to help us with the coin toss. Heads or tails? Tails is the call.
Tails.
It's tails.
I'll receive.
The serve.
Final showtime of the season, man. Here we go.
I'm sad, but I'm excited as well. I'm sad this is the last round.
Yeah, great energy here. Sophia Johnson from Old Dominion finished up her career there, top 10 in college from England, now playing for Jacksonville in the final Intense event. She is on the far side, and on the near side is Mrs. MVP. We're going to just call her Miss MVP now. Sion Mendez on the near side for Tampa. We're going to play 3 10-minute bolts, so 10 minutes here, then 2 more 10-minute sessions after. Men's singles will be after that, and then doubles to finish off the day for another 30 minutes. You win 1 point, it counts as 1 point. You hit a clean winner, it counts as 2 points.
And we talk about the Jacksonville women trying to get that first win, and then you got to go against the MVP, who's probably going to play a majority of the minutes. I do expect to see Kate Sharabura maybe bounce in here for a few spot minutes, but it could be the Sion show today.
Well, we saw last night Tanya Sosnowskaya for Atlanta. That was the most aggressive tennis anyone has played against Sion. Is that something that they're going to try to incorporate? It looks like by putting their biggest power hitter from their lineup, Sophia, out there, that's what they're trying to do.
Yeah, I'd love to see Sophia, and we know Annabelle's going to come in at some point in one of these 3 bolts. I'd love to see them step up inside the baseline and try to attack some returns. They both take the ball really early. They both have a lot of pace. And we saw last night, Sion got a little rattled when Tanya was taking the ball early and moving her corner to corner. So we'll see if they can step up. Right here, you see Sophia behind the baseline. I'd rather have her 1 or 2 steps closer here.
Look who's joined us, man. Carousel, the man himself. Welcome, buddy.
What's up? What's going on?
Where are you joining us from?
Like deep into watching this right now.
Yeah.
I'm at home. I'm in Cali.
Oh, that's why you got those blue skies over there.
Yes, sir.
Well, man, for so long, you know, we've been trying to get you in this in some form. So you've been watching a little bit. What do you think with all these crazy rules, substitutions, timeouts? I mean, what do you think?
Honestly, this is kind of like the first match I've watched aside from like Instagram clips and stuff like that, and I'm like, we're 10 points into it, and I'm loving it. I'm like, what is happening? Everything is happening so quickly, but I'm enjoying it. I wish I had played some.
Well, Karu, you've talked so much about the tour and how difficult it can be, and we know that they don't always take care of the players the way they do. How do you feel about a league here where expenses are covered, players get salaries, and they have a team of support around them, traveling together, going to dinner together, training together?
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously the hardest part about tennis, right? I think if you played college tennis and then you move into the pros, you know how it is. You know, like that difference of, you know, day to day and just kind of, you know, feeling alone, and those kinds of things can be really tricky. I always say that, you know, the most fun I've ever had playing tennis was during college tennis, and so to have that option, you know, for rising pros, for people like, you know, chasing that pro career, things like that. There are a lot of, you know, former players like go and play and are still active. So there's obviously a big market. Former players like go and play and are still active. So there's obviously a big market here. But in general, just something new in tennis that is exciting. It's you know, it's hard to find.
Karu, I see you doing a bunch of YouTube videos. I saw you hit with Medvedev a couple weeks ago in DC, I believe. What's up next for you? What big things do you have going on?
I'm gonna try to sign in for Winston-Salem, the 250. Hopefully we'll get in there. Usually, you know, that week before the Grand Slams, I can get in there in the 250, which are hard to happen in my ranking. But after that, just back to challengers and futures and try to build my ranking and sort of, you know, gear up honestly for 2026 already. You know, year goes by fast. Hopefully try to make Australian Open and just keep pushing through.
You know, Karu, you've been involved in tennis in so many different ways, as a player, as a coach, college tennis, regular pro tennis. You know, you've been at the slams with Naomi, and everything you've encountered. What are 1 or 2 things that you really want to send to junior tennis players? We were talking about this with Martin Blackman yesterday, where as much as we have this great new pro league, everything starts with juniors, right? We have to keep them in the game, loving the game, so that they can eventually get here. What's 1 or 2 things that you've really learned that stick out to you?
I mean, I think the first thing is I think nowadays just sport in general is so professional from such a young age, and I don't know if players like are still having a lot of fun, you know, at a young age. I think to keep someone in a sport, they should be having fun. I felt like I was having a lot of fun when I was young, even though there's the ups and downs, the competition, all those things. And I think sometimes, you know, younger players are specializing too quickly and just thinking about pros so early on versus just kind of enjoying the sports, enjoying, you know, being out there. And the next one would be like, things are kind of the same no matter what. If you're playing a junior tournament or a Grand Slam, it's all kind of the same thing. The way you wait around for matches, wait around for things like that. The routine doesn't really change, so you got to learn how to love that process. Otherwise, you're going to be disappointed as you get better and you expect things to get a lot better. They don't really get a lot better. It's just a different sort of pressure, different sort of perspective, but it's just the nature of the sport. It's an individual sport that is hard, and there's no substitutions like here. So you got to learn how to like embrace that process.
Yeah, we do have our first substitution. Annabelle Thomas jumps in for Sophia Johnson. So for many of you that are joining us for the first time, each team gets an unlimited amount of substitutions at any time. So a very dynamic format, really team-based. And you know, Karu, you said it about fun. One of the things that I really noticed when watching these players off the court was, you know, they were going to breakfast together, lunch together, dinner together, training together. Everything was together. And I asked them about it. And one of the things they mentioned was that, you know what, even when we lose, it just doesn't hurt as bad because we're not by ourselves. We go to dinner together. Someone's going to cheer us up. And then at the same time of it, with salaries and they don't have to pay their expenses, so they actually make money, it's just easier to handle it and bounce back the next day. So fun is definitely one of the things that we're all about Intense. And I'll just say this, Karu, thank you for joining us. Really appreciate you taking a little bit of time for you to take a look at Intense, and hopefully we can see you again in person one day.
Of course, sign me up for next year. We'll figure something out.
Oh, you know we're recording. We're gonna clip that.
That's okay. That's okay.
Contract at your door.
I'm enjoying this right now. So, and honestly, every once in a while in the Pro Tour, I wish I could have a substitution in there. So, it would be nice to have.
Awesome, and we might have some people that are watching that haven't met you haven't met you yet. So why don't you tell them where they can find you online as well?
Just Carousel on YouTube. That's where I post kind of my journey, my turning pro 30 journey, and post all my videos there. And that's kind of my focus, playing pros and posting YouTube videos. So go check that out.
Awesome. Thank you, Karu, and we'll talk soon.
Talk soon.
All right, 21-15 for Tampa. Sion looks a little bit more settled today. Annabelle Thomas back in, getting more playing action in singles. Didn't see too much yesterday in the Challenge Series.
Yeah, unfortunately, a little bit of a sloppy start from Jacksonville. They look a little bit on their heels, not really feeling the ball well. Sion's been playing great outside of the serve. She probably had about 6 faults. That's kind of keeping Jacksonville in this. But we're going to see if the level picks up here. But Sion, once the ball gets going, has been rock solid so far.
Yeah, Sion right now been playing all the minutes for her team, just under a minute. We have 2 more 10-minute sessions coming up after this. Sion +6 in the scoreboard, and Annabelle -2 right now. We'll see if she can turn it around, but that's a big forehand return by Sion.
Yeah, big return, and you've seen Annabelle's hit a couple forehands deep. It looks like she's having trouble getting over the top of the ball. It's kind of got side spin on it, so she's missing deep right now. Got to get that ball a little more in front. You see there's another one. Just not quite feeling it.
Yeah, there's our crowd right there where everybody has a VIP seat here at the Intense Arena. One of the unique things here, besides being inside a movie studio, is that everything is built upward. So everybody has a very close-up seat, and they can scream and yell and shout whenever they want, just like in any other sports league.
Much better serving from AB so far. Even though the ground strokes have been a little bit below her usual level, the serve right now, 80%, right where we want to see it.
Yeah, and that's going to finish our first 10-minute bolt. 2 more coming after, but Sion looking better than she did last night.
Yeah, more comfortable. Obviously, different environment last night. There were so many emotions and energy going into it. Sion looks more comfortable. Like I said, the serve was a little bit of an issue. But once the ball was in play, she's using her variety. She had a couple nice drop shots. And like I said, I thought the Jacksonville women looked a little bit tentative and tight with their feet. Not quite fully comfortable, and Sion kind of exposed that a little bit. But hey, only 6 points. I think both sides think they can play better, and they're both still in it.
Yeah, first bolt definitely is the toughest one. So they're going to take their time working into it, especially for Tampa, as they had a late night last night against Atlanta. But Sion definitely a little bit of the pressure off from last night, and so then she looks more comfortable finding her game. And we'll see what kind of mix between Sophia and Annabelle.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be the tough part for Claudio, right? Seeing who's feeling good. I thought both of them looked a little bit off by their standards. So do you go back to Sophia? Do you let Annabelle ride with it? Tough to know.
And we have
Sion MVP. Let me start there. With the MVP of the league this season, how'd you feel about that first bolt?
Honestly, not great. Last night was a bit disappointing, but I'm just trying to get it back and start fresh today and just trying to feel the ball a bit more than yesterday and see what happens.
Where do you dig down and find that?
Just kind of go back to my roots, think of a pattern of play and stick to it.
Yeah, Okay, well, best of luck, Sion. Thank you so much. She's got to catch her breath, guys, and get back out there. Vault 2 women's singles on the way.
She looks like she's going to be right back at it, even though she has an All-American in Keisha Burr waiting right behind her. JY Chan from San Diego State. So a great team, but you can't sub out the MVP.
Yeah, I mean, look, she looks like she wants to play as much as she can. You know she's fit enough for it. She's playing great. She's up 6, and once she gets that serve cooking, it could be trouble. So let's see what AB has here early for Jacksonville.
Yeah. Bolt number 2 to get started with Annabelle Thomas and Kelly, who's courtside with us, our on-court commentator. She also has some thoughts on Annabelle.
She walked up this afternoon, you guys, and goes, I'm so sad. This is the last day. I can't believe it. She said, I might actually start waking up now and not having dreams about being in this arena and worrying about my first serve. She said she's been having nightmares about that, but she just went on about how much you guys were talking about earlier, the team camaraderie, how much she's going to miss these teammates of hers. And just, she woke up every weekend, even though it did turn into a grind coming up from Jacksonville each week, but she was like, I was excited to get out there and play. So I love the conversation you were just having about it being fun. This for them has been so much fun this summer. She said it's the fastest the summer's ever gone by. So I think that could be echoed throughout all of these players right about now, which is what makes his first season of this league so exciting.
Well, as Annabelle wins that point, hits a forehand down the line, you get 1 point by winning it, and then if you hit a clean winner, it counts as +2. Good news for Annabelle is that we will be back season 2 next year in the summertime. Stay tuned for more details as those will be coming out so she can start dreaming about next year.
I think we all are. We've all had so much fun, and like everyone's kind of said, it's a little bit bittersweet. It's sad that it's ending, but that means we had an awesome time, which has been fantastic.
Yeah, great forehand cross score by Sion, 27-21. 8.5 minutes left, another 10-minute session coming up after this.
Sion looks more comfortable on the forehand this afternoon. Last night they were sailing on her when she was taking a full cut at it, and she's had a few where she's ripped. She's got more spin, more coverage, a little more margin. And on the flip side, AB normally has that great forehand of the deuce court. It's just coming off with a little bit of side spin. She's not quite getting over the top of the ball today.
Well, it's the one thing that can be such a difference maker that is impossible to prepare for until you've actually gone and faced it, which is the pressure of what was on last night, right? The title being on the line and everything she had to deal with, and she knew that she needed to give her team a huge gap before getting to doubles with Kevin King for Atlanta.
And one thing that's happening for every player and coach here is this is a learning experience. It's everyone's first time to do everything. It's your first time to get substituted. It's first time to have a timeout. It's first time to have one serve only. First time to be able to coach, play for a championship. So all these things are new, and experience is only useful if you learn from it. And I know Sion will have learned from last night for sure.
Absolutely. 29-22. Good inside in forehand by Annabelle, setting up the cross court.
You know it's going there.
Not a good enough approach though. +2 winner there for Sion. You hit a clean winner, it counts as +2. And you go back and you serve on the same side. 31-22.
Serve starting to look a little more comfortable for Sion. You got that beautiful drop shot again, although she's missing the alley. Again, why is a drop shot good, JY? Because it's short, not because it's wide.
Yeah. Just misses that, but we got a great guest joining us, Simon Froon. How you doing, Simon?
Hey everybody, I'm doing well, thank you.
Oh,
well,
you got blue skies. Where are you joining us from?
I'm in Sweden right now, so we have a beautiful evening here in southern Sweden.
Ah, summertime, best time to be in Sweden. Did you get some tennis in today?
Of course. This morning, hit a few balls, and actually played a team match yesterday, so.
Oh, but did you play a team match like this?
Not as intense as this one. So it's more like, it was like Danish tennis league.
Okay, well, we got to get you to bring some of this intense tennis. We got to have a pro event there in Sweden one day so we can showcase all the rules here, huh?
Yeah, for sure. That'd be awesome. And yeah, I'm really enjoying this. Just so intense, everything, and there's so much stuff going on.
And we got a lot of new rules here. Which one really sticks out to you?
I think the one serve rule for sure. And I don't know if you guys know it, but I was actually one of the first guys that played the intense format.
Absolutely, we knew.
Yeah, so we did like the trial session. And speaking of that rule, I remember I was doing a lot of underhand serves actually, and I haven't seen many of those. So
That's what I've been saying. I'm like, come on, we got to use some of these underhand serves.
mix them in there, but it was working pretty well for me last time though.
Yeah, and what do you think about this substitutions, taking in and out, timeouts where coaches can just stop it like in other sports league? What do you think about that?
I think it's awesome. I think it's, there's a lot of tactics that can go into it, trying to break the rhythm, kind of work with the momentum. And as you guys know, like tennis is such a momentum game, and you're trying to, keep building on it when you have it, and then, trying to break it off when you don't have it.
I see a great rally here from Sion Mendez on the near side for Tampa. Announced the MVP of the season right before today's duel got started. Annabelle Thomas on the far side, who received the Impact Award, the person who really has the biggest impact on the league. She's been amazing, 34-27.
Simon, I'd love to know, with the 2-point rule, how you would play things differently, or if you'd play your normal game.
Personally, I think my game suits this format very well. I like to come to the net a lot. I like to, mix it up a little bit with some slices and come forward, and that sometimes open up the opportunity to get some 2-pointers there.
All right, well, we're going to have a timeout. We're going to listen to these coaches and get back to you.
Better returning from there, you go to the middle.
Okay.
Okay?
You want to put severe in or keep me out of that?
I'm not sure. If there's 8-9 points. Okay, let's give it a chance to Sofia.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna stay or not?
That's the only thing. Okay? You focus again, play your game style, it's the last match, enjoy, be the one I receive. You're doing great, but just whenever you lose one, focus on the next one again, okay? Yeah? And don't think about the score or anything. You're 9 points, 10 points up right now. So, you see, if you don't give up too many points in a row, you should be fine, okay? Nothing else. And relax, that's the thing. Yeah, you relax, come on. Allez, let's go. Yeah, you relax, let's go.
Simon, I know we have a lot of new rules and we're talking about them, but one of my favorite things is how we have the coaches mic'd up and we can actually hear what they're saying in the heat of the moment instead of these, curated responses that they give us in interviews after. Here we actually hear it. I think that's one of my favorite things.
For sure. I completely agree with you, and it's so much that goes into good coaching, especially on the sidelines, just because you only have that brief couple seconds to really try to get them in the right mindset. And it's so interesting to hear it, because I think a lot of people maybe overthink that they tell them crazy things, but it's so much more about trying to get them in the right mindset for it.
And what's your biggest mindset when you go out there and you're playing on the court? What's 1 or 2 things you really try to focus on when you're playing?
I think the toughest thing is trying to maintain that balance of intensity, because sometimes you're too intense, sometimes you're a little too calm. And I remember one of my the greatest coaches that I ever worked with was actually Peter Lundgren. He's unfortunately not with us anymore, but he used to coach Roger Federer. And when I was on the court with him, the so amazing thing was I could always feel like he felt where I was. So if I was a little too low in energy, he would just sense it right away and get on me and hey, bounce around a little bit, get going. And if he noticed that I was a little too hot, he would get me to calm down. So it was all about trying to maintain that little perfect balance.
Absolutely, great thoughts. Yeah, man. Well, look, Simon, really appreciate you giving us some time, joining us from all the way in Sweden. You got to go enjoy that beautiful summer day.
Will do, and watch some Intense in the background there.
Awesome. Thanks, Simon. Have a great day.
Thanks.
39-31. Sophia Johnson got subbed in for Annabelle Thomas on the far side for Jacksonville. Not helping too much as Sion racks up another +2 winner, 41-31.
And what Sophia's done nice, she started off a little bit slow, then she got subbed out, AB's been in, now she's back in. Sophia's only -4, she's serving 92%, so there's a lot of good things that she can rely on. That is absolutely disgusting. No, we can always rely on a Sion drop shot. That one was absolutely bonkers, but Sophia's been doing well. It's 2 2-pointers in a row, but that's not really her fault, that's just Sion's great play.
The thing for me that really stood out when we listened to the timeout, and as you see from Sion right there, so why did she tap that ball down to the ground? If this is your first time watching it, well, clean winners are +2. Sion, the way she was on the defense there, probably a 95% chance she's going to lose that point. So she'd rather just lose one than float a ball back for Sophia to hit a 2-point winner. And look, by her getting a +2 with the winner right there, Oh, it's a 3-point swing. I know you went to Duke. I went to Florida State. You're the math guy, but I think it's a +3, right?
Yeah, I can count to 3. Yeah, it's +2 or a -1 right there. It was right on the baseline. So Sion, should she miss it, would have been 1 for Sophia. Instead, it's 2 the other way right there. But one shot you will not see in Intense very often is a slice lob, because you are opening yourself up for 2-pointers. So when you see these players stretched out, instead of what they typically would do, which is throw out that high lob, they just kind of tap it to avoid losing 2, which is a very, very smart play.
So and I want to bring it back to the timeout with Claudio and Annabelle. If I'm Claudio, I'm coaching any player, and they even ask, do you want to put in another player? You're out 100%. If you as the player are even considering that, you're not in the right mindset to play right now.
100%, and you can probably see it in, I guess there's times where you want to have a conversation, but usually as a coach you have a feel. You can look in someone's eyes right away and you go, hey, you need a little break. And the beauty of this is it's unlimited substitutions. So if you make a mistake, it's okay. I can just sub her right back in. But when you see there's a little bit of doubt there, get her out. And like I said, Sophia's been playing well, but now she's -10. And again, it's really just because Sion's kind of found her groove.
Yeah, and the one who's not making any mistakes is Sion. One of the few aces you're going to see in this format. Sion really dominated. I think this is the performance you wanted last night. But the problem is, pressure's off. It's different today. So, yes, a lot of cash on the line, but with what was on the line last night to be able to clinch the title against Atlanta, it's just a different feeling, and that has a huge impact on players' performance.
And one thing, I mean, we're all tennis players, we're all coaches, we like to put it on ourselves. Sion did look a little tense last night, but also a ton of credit to Tanya, because I thought Tanya was so solid, ripped balls in the corner. So did Sion maybe get tense, or was it a little bit Tanya kind of forcing her to some unusual errors? There's a little bit of both. But this is, look at that backhand. She's right back to her normal self tonight, that's for sure.
And that's going to do it for our second 10-minute bolt. We're going to have one more coming up after this. But the problem for Jacksonville as they go into their final women's bolt is that Sion's only getting better.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to see Jacksonville get that first W, 17 points. You got the MVP on the other side of the net, finding her groove, hitting a bunch of winners, feeling good. Actually, I think at one point earlier in bolt 2, it was down to 5. And then we had Sophia back in. Sophia was doing okay, and then Sion just caught fire for the last 5 minutes here. Passing shot winners, moving up in the court, sprinkling around, a couple drop shots, a couple passing shots. So she's found her groove. She's playing great.
She's playing great, but the person who couldn't unfortunately play today, but is with us courtside, is Vicky Flores.
She is, and she's cracking me up because you guys know she's putting in the work yesterday with push-ups after every point won by Tampa, and you are a little sore, is that what you tell me?
Woke up a little sore just because my teammates hit so many winners. We didn't win last night overall as a team, but we definitely hit the most winners, so.
How do you feel like the team's responding today, though, when you talk about that?
Oh, man. I think they've done such a good job, like, to start. You know, we had a late night last night, and we didn't leave the restaurant till, like, past 11, and they come out with so much energy. They're ready to go. I can't even tell that we were up late last night.
Tell me about your girl, Sion, what she's got to do here in this third bolt to finish this off.
I know she was, like, a little nervous to start, but she started making so many balls. She's been solid as a rock, and she's been playing so much more aggressive, I think, in the last bolt. So she just got to stick to that, and we're going to do great.
And instead of push-ups today, we're going with?
We're going with jumping jacks. My arms are sore. Obviously, my voice is a little gone, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to lose it today if I need to help them win.
The ultimate teammate right there, guys. Vicky, bolt number 3 of women's singles on the way. Thank you.
There's some of those jumping jacks right there from Vicky. But I got to say, if I'm a coach and I hear my players saying that they're upset that they had a late night because they left dinner at 11 o'clock, I'm a fan of that player.
Yeah, I'm not sure I believe that one. That seemed like a scripted answer that Yelena might hear later. I was only up till 11, air quotes. Maybe take one of those ones out, probably 1 a.m., but...
I heard there was a special DJ party over in Buckhead that someone might have attended.
Wouldn't surprise me. Her voice is a little hoarse. Was that from cheering last night or was that from a late night? But she's bringing the energy over there for her team. She's a great teammate.
Great teammate. She's here supporting them. Couldn't play, injured shoulder. Still Sion leading the way in women's singles, 51-34, who's on the near side. Annabelle Thomas on the far side for Jacksonville.
Now these are the AB forehands I'm used to, right? Getting over the ball. There she is.
Oh, that was one of the few rare bad decisions by Sion, that she didn't just tap it in the ground. As you see, Annabelle Thomas takes it, says thank you, +2. And for us, have to give a big thank you to everybody watching on Peachtree Sports Network, on YouTube, on Twitch as well. Click that heart button so you can follow us when we come back for season 2. I'm JY Bonnet. Got the legend himself, Jonathan Stokke, where you said we're all coaches and tennis players, but are you Padel player or a golfer right now?
I'm a bad one of both, honestly. But yeah, as a coach, I mean, it's so cool to be here and see this new environment. Like I said, I got that taste of the challenge team coaching a couple weeks ago. This is such a great environment.
How'd you do that day?
I believe we lost by about 40.
Is that why you play more Padel now?
that is why I play Padel. That's why I haven't been invited back to be a coach, because when you're not competitive like that, something needs to change.
Yeah, you might not be the right coach for the challenge team, but for anybody looking at great tennis coaching videos on YouTube, this is your man, right?
Hey,
here.
I like that. Nice plug, JY. Well done.
Where do they find you?
They find me at Stokke Tennis on Instagram and YouTube. I'm a super creative guy, so I put my last name and the sport that I coach in my handle name.
And who's your next guest on your Baseline Intelligence podcast? I'm giving you a lot of plugs here on a Sunday.
That's a great question. Actually, Carew just came on. He and I have been emailing back and forth. That's an insane slice, by the way. Maybe I got to get Sion on for the next episode.
Absolutely. You still need to do your drop shot clinic with her.
I do. I want to learn how she hits that drop shot. I want to learn how she moves so well to the corners. All the behind the scenes of what makes it intense league MVP.
Well, I'll tell you how she might move that way. This is just a theory, but, you know, family from Argentina and Australia, so a lot of international connection playing on clay, grass, moved to Europe when she was a teenager because traveling from Australia to play all these international tournaments around the world is just, it's just a drain. It's insane. So they moved to Europe, got to Spain, so learning how to slide on clay, strong legs, very good out of the corners, and that's my theory.
Well, I mean, look, tennis is a movement sport. You know, a lot of people like to pretend it's not, especially some lazy players, but does she have the best serve out of any girl here? Does she have the best forehand, best backhand? She certainly has the best drop shot, but what she definitely has is the athleticism, the movement side to side, strong legs, can stay low, can get in the corners, and then also recover very quickly. So when you're a good mover and you compete hard, you have a chance to beat anyone on any given day.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say best athlete?
Oh, for sure.
Most complete player.
Yes, not a ton of holes.
But when you combine it.
Right. So if you give me athleticism and a great mindset and no holes, you got a winning formula.
And we're going to have a timeout right here. And here's the trackside camera that's moving around on the side of the court here. Such a cool little device right there.
Heavy ball, yes, but your speed is faster than her. She cannot control, she's taking behind. But whenever you're trying to slow down, then she has more time. And she's not, okay, but she's still getting in front, okay? Make her move same way, but like, still be the one.
Attack the serve down the middle and then...
No, but you didn't, come on. Just so lucky shot. See, that was not a lot. Come on.
And there's those seats where everybody is very, very close. All VIP seats. Did I see the great Nathan Pasha, UGA All-American there?
I think he did, actually.
I think he's here.
Got to get that camera back.
And there's Miss Intense right there, our in-arena MC, bringing all the energy. Annabelle dropping the energy right there with that one serve, one toss rule. Missing that serve, still serving 71% for the day. Say that's okay. She's gotten up to plus minus on the even side.
Yeah, that's the one thing I want to say. You know, every week things get better intense. The players get better, the coaches get better, the production gets better, and we got a great screen in here that shows you each individual player's plus minus. And Annabelle is plus minus 2. So even though they're losing by 9, she individually is up 2 points on Sion. So that gives her a little hope that in the last 6.5 minutes she can make a comeback here.
The only thing I wonder that hasn't gotten better, and hopefully they can take the criticism, is I think the net has gotten looser. I've seen so many winners that go over, and there he is. Nate Pasha, the man himself. That's got to be him. Come on, man. Someone's got to get that autograph right there.
Jeez, with shades like that, I wish I could be that cool.
56-46. Sion Mendez on the near side. 3 matches going on today, women's singles, men's singles, and doubles. Whichever team wins each of those individual matches will take home $4,000, so $12,000 total prize money just for today. And I have to say thank you to all the sponsors that have helped put together not just the prize money, but everything inside the arena, the players, the operations. Thank you so much, Emory Sports Medicine. You know, a big shout out to the unfortunate incident that happened this weekend. Prayers for all the families there. And you know, Bose Body Armor, Yonex, thank you so much. Final event of the season.
I want to know when Delicious is going to start doing some product placement right here on the table so I can just
I ate
crush
it all. I ate it all.
You got it before I got here. You know I got a sweet tooth.
That's why I ate them all, because at lunch I didn't have those snickerdoodle cookies.
I had 4 or 5 or 45. Can't remember.
Are you talking about your age?
Yeah.
57, 49, 58, 49. And there we see the Atlanta team that is waiting for the trophy presentation at the end of today, clinching the title last night. Annabelle sending that inside in forehand return into the net as we hear another timeout.
Okay, before I forgot to tell you, when you come back and serve, it's always delicate, you know? Because sometimes now you are rushing the serve, but go back to the normal timing, slice it, good toss, relax, through the shoulder, slice it, it's fine. You did fantastic play. Now you're back to 10 points, more or less. That's good.
Say, if I'm not balanced, just go deep.
Yeah. Breathe well, always.
Aggressive, use speed, changing rhythm. We don't look after her. I think we might have tell her right now to force you a little bit on the right forward, which is fine. When you do that one, come back up here, go through. Yeah, exactly. And if you don't have the angle,
There's our great crowd. Unbelievable with all the energy that we've had in the last couple months here in the first ever Intense season. Under 5 minutes left in his third and final bolt of women's singles. Tampa trying to secure $4,000 of a 10-point lead before men's singles starts. Oof. Annabelle read it. Oh, just missed that angle volley, but good moving around. There in the timeouts, we got to hear from our two great coaches. Jacksonville, Claudio Pistolesi, one of the all-time greats, coached many professional players, including Robin Soderling, who many know, took down Rafa Nadal at the French Open, is the director of tennis at the JTCC Bowls in Jacksonville. One of the best coaches in the world in coaches education as well. And then we got to hear from Yelena Labat. She was a Columbus State tennis player there and now leading the way for Tampa. Here from France.
One thing I love to tell people is I got a win over Robin Soderling, so it sounds really good, but he was 13 years old at Orange Bowl. So it was before he got good and was dusting Nadal at the French. But very impressive from Claudio. He's a fantastic coach. He's probably forgotten more than I'll ever know, so great to have him here.
Another great drop shot, so successful, and just looks so much more under control as we take a quick look at Claudio Pistolesi right there, trying to urge his team on to one more win before the season's over.
You can hear him getting intense there. I like it. By the way, no league has ever been more appropriately named than the Intense League. It is very intense here, and Claudio and especially Marcelo, those guys are bringing heat every week.
Just under 3 minutes left. It's going to be tough for Jacksonville to come back. They still have the overall team portion that will be added on after the women's singles.
forehand, and so she's more focused on that now. And it's good because she didn't lose 1 point. And there's no way you make a switch now because there's only 2 minutes. You use both timeout. You can't. And Sophia is back.
There's Yelena Labat, coach from Moratoglu in Zephyrhills, Florida, leading the way where Tampa team is based out of, alongside the captain Nori Smiles.
I guess it's a strategy. Oh yeah.
Another point for Sion as we get a chance to talk to Yelena. Yelena, this is JY here, a little bit of a better start than last night.
Yes, we did have a better start, and I think the timeout that he called was not great for them because Sion, before I accept that point, was winning, I think, 7 or 8 points in a row. I probably guessed it right, his strategy of playing too much wide on her forehand. And after I was telling Adam that doing a reverse, like in Uno, you know?
Yeah, it goes to the net.
Absolutely. Well, things are going well. You're going to have men's singles coming up. Who's going to start? Is Sam Frizzell going to go again? Come on.
Now they're talking to me like she's wishing.
All right. Hey, are you saying we got to cut it off now?
No. But I mean, men's, I think you guess who is going to play.
All right. Awesome.
They
Well,
both have the same names.
all right, Yelena, thank you for that. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Bye. Go for a shot.
Claudio, you got a bit of minute left here with Sofia. What do you want to see from her?
2 pointers. I want to go for the shot. She has to hit. She has to hit. She has to body serve. Body serve. Great! Oh, come on! That's great.
There you go, Claudio. You got what you wanted.
Just ask.
Yeah, it's that simple. How you just ask for a 2-pointer. I got to keep that in mind.
Yeah, just got to ask. Claudio, thank you. Good luck the rest of the way. And there we get to see the close call from Sofia's backhand winner. Thanks to Bolt 6, Sophia Johnson taking the spot of Annabelle Thomas with an unlimited substitution rule. Sion Mendez, the MVP, officially announced, has been playing every second for Tampa in women's singles.
Yeah, there's a boatload of cash coming Tampa's women's way right now.
How much?
4,000.
Oh.
Divided by 3, which I know you have no idea what the hell, how much each player makes when you divide
That's
that
a
by
lot.
3. Yeah, it is a lot of money, but credit to Sion. By the way, Kate and JY should be like, hey, great play in there. We're all happy to split this pot.
I'm sure they are very thankful for that as Tampa wins the women's singles portion 69-59. Men's singles get to come up after to tack on to that, but they will lock that in as we get to take a look at some highlights.
Yeah, I mean, look, it was just tough for both AB and Sofia to kind of get it going against Sion. Sion in the middle there kind of created some distance. We had a nice little overhead there early. It was close. And then Sion kind of opened up a 15-20 point lead. But I actually thought Jacksonville women, even though they had no chance to win at the end, they kept it down to 10, which gives them a chance in the overall match moving forward. But Sion's the MVP. You can see her right there with those forehands. She looks much more comfortable, and I'm glad to see her end on a high note for sure.
Yeah, looked a lot more comfortable, and we'll go down with a coach who's very happy, Yelena Labat.
She is a very happy lady right now. Yelena, what did you think of the tone that Sion just set for you guys?
That was great. I think she did a great job, as usual, in the other matches. She started pretty well. I think she was mad of yesterday, so she was focused, and she knew what she has to do today.
You were talking about yesterday, I asked Sion as well, but as far as how your team's responding today on the final day, how do you feel about it?
I think they're all motivated to get the win no matter what. Yesterday was a loss by 12 points, so it's not a lot. It's like a common. So we know we could have won. So I told them just to think that they're doing the great thing, and we're doing the same thing today.
I won't ask you who you're starting in men's, but tell me about the challenge you have going up against the MVP for the men's here in Sam Nicholson.
I think that Sam from the other team is pretty solid and is opening the court really fast. But my Sam was trying to get a strategy as well, like to don't give him too much cross because I want him to be the first one opening the court because the other Sam from Jacksonville is doing the same. So it's gonna be a matter of who is actually opening the court the quickest. They're not going for winners, they're just opening the players and make them play risk a shot, opening the court. So the goal is who is gonna be the most aggressive, I guess, and yeah.
Okay, something to keep an eye on as we get started with the men's singles Bolt 1 coming up. Thank you, Lynn.
We'll take a quick look at the match summary where it's all Sion in the first 2 bolts, 24-18, 27-16, and that's where it really separated in bolt number 2. Jacksonville women tried to claw back 25-18, but still not enough. Sion, the MVP, just really bringing and letting everybody know why she is the best female of the league, 69-59 as they go into men's singles. I'm JY and Jonathan Stokke here. What do you think of her performance so far?
I'm proud of her for bouncing back. I know she was probably disappointed with last night. She played great. And also, tough luck for Jacksonville women again. They took another loss. But you saw right there, they were down by 17 at one point, and they got it down to 10. And now you got Sam Nicholson, league MVP on the men's side, coming back in. So they've kept their team in the match, but I'm really glad to see Sion bounce back.
Awesome. Well, Jonathan, thank you so much. And we're going to be back after a short break. Jacksonville, Tampa, men's singles.
I'm Nuruddin Adam. I play for Team Tampa. One of my nicknames is Smiley. From Sudan originally. I have a big family. I have 4 sisters and 2 brothers. I'm very thankful for my parents because they did more than what they can just to make sure that we don't need anything. My history with tennis, it started with my grandfather who used to work as a caretaker at the tennis club. And back in the day, tennis always for like the high class. My family comes from a lower class, so there was no chance of me being here. My dad grew up and started working there as well. Gave him like a small house in the tennis club. And then ended up being a coach. Like he learned playing tennis, he learned all the techniques. The moment you were born, you start walking, here's the racket, the court is literally 5 meters from the house. So like, it's crazy because I think about it almost every day. Just me being here, like, what if my dad just decided to do something else? I was number 8 in Africa, playing 14 and under, and I get the chance to play the Masters, where like the top 8, getting my first ATP point at the age of 16. That's when I was like, oh, like I can actually like play. The journey from Sudan to the US, I've seen a lot of friends went to college in the US, so I'm like, okay, if they can be on full scholarship, then I can be as well. I think my mom is mad at me up to this day about it.
Welcome back to the Intense Arena, our final showdown of the season. We have men's singles coming up. Tampa took women's singles, and we have Sam Nicholson and Sam Frizzell that are gonna go head-to-head. We are in Atlanta, Georgia, such a special, unique arena. We are gonna go down to Sebastian Nunez for the coin toss to get us started.
This is the start of our men's singles. Tampa will host, Jacksonville to call. Heads or tails? Heads is the call. It's tails. Jacksonville to serve. Good match.
Jacksonville to serve. We've seen the MVP for the women early, and now we have the MVP for the men. Sam Nicholson, the marathon man, going up against Sam Frizzell, who is part of the only team to have defeated Sam Nicholson in men's singles earlier this season.
Well, after watching last night, I certainly believe it because Sam played so great, and I spent the whole pre-show talking about how great Sam's been playing, and they just put a forehand return right back into the on sports sign there, Emory Sports Medicine.
Well, he's got 30 minutes to prove your point. So give him a break, man.
Hey, man, I'm relentless out here. I'm expecting a hot start.
Now let's see if he gets off to a little bit more of an aggressive start. He has a tendency to get things going a little bit too slow and work his way in, but then if the other team picks it up very fast, then they can really get a lead, because Sam always plays better later. But the special guest joining us right now, Emma Burgick. Welcome back to Intense.
Hey guys, good to be back. I wish I was there, but you know, I can watch.
Well, you were part of the first and only team. Who would have thought in week 1 you were part of the only challenge team to defeat a full roster team, and then you tried to come back and then you got hurt to take on the challenge team again. How is your body holding up now?
Yeah, I was really bummed. I was honestly looking forward to playing again for the challenger team, but I hope there's going to be another opportunity. I haven't played in 3 weeks. My arm is getting better. I have a partial tear. My forearm is still healing, so we'll see. We'll see how long.
Now, Emma, you have played on all the different types of professional tours. How do you compare what you've been seeing out there versus what you experienced playing inside this arena?
Honestly, the intense matches, definitely the most fun matches and the most exciting matches I've played. I played for college also, I played for some leagues. I played, you know, ITF, WTA, everything. But honest, this is just another level, and it's so much fun. That's why I was really looking. But you know, it wasn't meant to be. But honestly, love the format, love the energy, love the crowd, the arena, the court, everything. Great experience.
So 8-3 for Sam Nicholson as he's coming out playing very aggressive, racking up a few +2s versus Sam. Emma, what was your favorite rule or part of the format when you played in this new league?
For me, was the favorite rule was the which one? I think the +2. Yeah, that you know, the +2. Yeah, I mean the other ones too, but if I had to pick one,
Well,
that's the one.
What was it like when you experienced? You know, we only have 14 seconds in between points, and unlike the other tours where they kind of give you a few extra seconds on top of the 20 you have, you know, they wait a little bit more to start that clock. You got to experience the 14 seconds and how fast that was. How different is that from a physical standpoint?
I mean, honestly, it took me a while to get used to the first match that I played. I was struggling because I felt like I don't have the time, so I felt like I was constantly rushing, but the second time through, you actually have time. You have time to calm down. You have time to breathe and to rest. It's very demanding, but it's also it's manageable.
Everybody needs this boat, so no problem anymore. I'll go to the next.
What's going on?
Sometimes you return like when you start really far, and sometimes take it and you step in, because then it doesn't know what to do. Okay, and same play. Remember, whenever you serve wide, see on the other side, and then whenever, like, also don't try to stay too much cross. You're the first one that open the court. Huh? Let's go. Let's go. That was good. No, don't think. I don't want you to think, you just follow what we said. That's it. Huh? You play, let's go. Vamos.
As we see the trackside camera moving here in front of us. Emma, as we saw there, the coaches getting to actually coach. What do you think of that rule that we have here where coaches can actually help you out in the middle of a match?
Yeah, I was just looking at Elena. She's doing such a good job. I love to see it. I'm honestly cheering for Tampa team here. So let's see. Yeah, I like them a lot. I like Jacksonville too, but I'm cheering for Tampa here. It was nice this time having Arena on my team, having her coach me. I mean, it was so much fun. I love that. I love that aspect. It's honestly, yeah, it's amazing. It's so much fun.
Awesome. Well, Emma, thank you for joining us. You have a lot of great content you put out there. You're coaching, and also you have your own line of clothing. Where can everyone find you on social media so they can find these great videos you're sharing?
Yeah, thanks for sharing. Tennis with Emma everywhere: Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and yeah, I have a collaboration with Lucky in Love, so check out and support my comeback journey. Thanks for sharing that, and
and we had to say tennis with Emma with one M. Sometimes even I get that confused. So one M there. So, all right, thank you, Emma. And we will get back to Sam Frizzell versus Sam Nicholson here, 14-10. We are just under 5 minutes in this first of 3 10-minute bullets in men's singles. Jonathan, while I've been talking to Emma, what have you seen so far?
Yeah, I've been locked in. This is a popcorn match. I thought Sam, it's tough because they're both Sam. Jacksonville Sam, MVP, started off guns blazing. Serve looked awesome, changing directions, kind of punched Sam in the mouth from Tampa. But Frizzell's hanging in there, right? Now it's only 6 points. He's kind of got, well, right there's a little bit of a struggle. But you know Yelena wants him to open up the court early. She wants Frizzell to be the first one to open up, change down the line, and put Sam Nicholson under pressure. So we'll see if he can do that moving forward.
All right, 17-10 for Sam. As you see the two different scores there. So we have the overall team score that right now is 80-76 for Tampa, which started with women's singles. So we have women's singles, men's singles, and doubles that get to add on to all of the entire score. But those three matches within them, they have their own score because that's where the players can win $4,000 for their teammates.
Look at that serve.
That's
what I was
big
saying.
serve.
I mean, from the start, he's been serving with pretty good pace. We're looking at the board right now. He's serving 88%. I mean, that's lights out. That's going to be tough for anyone, especially when he's got big ground strokes behind that serve to back it up.
He's serving lights out, but Kelly's got the lights on courtside. She's locked in. What do you have for us, Kelly?
Well, I heard Jonathan say, you know, he came out guns blazing, and it was interesting. I had just a moment as he walked in front of me here to say, hey, congrats on MVP, and he goes, yeah, thanks, but now I got to go prove it. And I really feel like it was all written on his face when he said that to me, that like, I see what's happening with the women's singles. We're down by about 10 when it all wrapped up, right? And he feels like he can make that up against Sam, but he's got to be playing his best. And right now we're seeing that in spurts, right? In spurts as he dumps that one in the net. But I know he's on a mission here to finish off this season strong.
Yeah, that's what we're interested in seeing. So far he's handling it well. You know, it's good that he's acknowledging it, but then does he put too much pressure on himself to prove it? Or does he just stay within himself and, you know what, these awards are what they are? So far he's doing okay today.
He looks very relaxed and very confident to me. But again, like I said, he's going against what my unofficial, the Stokke MIP, the most improved player, and Sam Frizzell, who's going toe-to-toe with him. Only 5 points, and he's not even serving well yet. He's only made 58% of his serves. So once he stops giving away some freebies.
Sam Nicholson had an 8-point lead, down to 4. If you win the point, you serve, so Sam is just rolling with it right now, but it's only one serve, and we've seen Sam step up and try to be aggressive on the returns. I'm gonna call him Mr. MVP. That way we know who we're talking about. Instead of calling Sam and causing confusion.
If anyone's wondering who's blowing that loud horn, it's Marcelo, Coach Marcelo over here on the side.
So we have the Atlanta team after clinching the title last night. They are here awaiting the trophy presentation right after this. They are celebrating while watching. Very kind of them to join us.
Yeah, to take a water break from blowing that horn every time. He's enjoying it. It's nice to kick back and put your feet up when you've already won the title, you know?
I think that's the biggest smile we've seen from him all year.
We can finally relax once all his matches are over. This is just really good tennis, JY.
Big forehand right there. And that's what Elena was talking about. Who can be the first one to open the court? Sam did it first. MVP tried to do it back, but didn't do it well enough. And then Sam Frizzell just rocketed a forehand.
Yeah, if I'm Frizzell, I got to feel pretty good because Sam, honestly, playing pretty damn well. Probably as well as I've seen him play. And it's only a 3-point gap. You're hanging with him, so you know you've obviously beat him in the past too. But I think he's taken his best shot, and he hasn't gone down too much. That's huge for Frizzell.
Do you remember the movie Rocky 3?
I do.
Remember that robot that they had, that, like, serving food and bringing them stuff from inside out? I see the trackside camera that's coming in front of us. And I don't know why I just thought of the Rocky 3 movie.
I feel like I'm in a Terminator. We got AI coming everywhere. I'm worried it's going to take over here. A little creepy when he comes by here. So as long as he's just taking videos of us, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm just scared that AI ChatGPT got my bio wrong on the Twitch stream, but that's okay.
Yeah, we're all doomed.
It said I'm 19 in the world before, so I'll take that. I mean, at least if it's going to get it wrong, make me look good.
Exactly. Life for the better.
24-20 in the men's singles, 89-83 overall for Tampa, though.
You see, as these weeks have gone on, teams start understanding each other's players. Yeah, look at Marcelo over here. He's coaching his players up.
He's probably still talking about Delena's doubles performance.
He needs to give it a rest, man. Just sit back, relax, just blow that horn a couple times, Marcelo.
He can't. As we finish our first men's singles, both 24-21 for Jacksonville, but 90-83 for Tampa in the overall. What do you think so far?
The most impressive thing for me so far is the Nicholson serve, because a lot of times you see nervy, slow serves and obviously not making many. He made 82%. He was serving absolute cannons, and that's setting up for easy +1 opportunities like that with his forehand. They're both moving well side to side, taking balls early. We know they both want to be the first person to change directions down the line, so it's really high-quality tennis. I really enjoyed watching that bowl.
Yeah, and we'll see who's going to be the one that can pull away, you know. Sam Frizzell is just doing a great job with the backhand, but we'll find out. First, we'll go with Kelly, who's got the winning coach.
I just popped in over short. You're having way too much fun with that thing.
Yes. Was that a question?
Yes. What are you doing? We have never seen you smile as much this season as you are right now. Is that accurate?
No, it's not accurate. You're not around me enough to say that, okay? But for sure, it's the most I smile in the arena.
Are you still coaching your guys up over here?
Hey, give me a tank top.
So Vicky's passing out tank tops. That's what Marcelo wants to go with, I guess, in Bolt 2, guys. But no, you're on camera right now.
I'm a Tampa fan because they rooted against us yesterday, Jacksonville. Okay? It doesn't matter tonight. You know, not tonight, this afternoon. But do you have any questions, or are you just coming here to hang out?
Yes, are you still coaching up your team right now? Are you just enjoying the afternoon?
They're coaching me up now. Yeah.
How so?
They're telling me to behave.
There you go. That will be the thing to look for this afternoon. I do not believe it will happen, guys. We have Bolt number 2 of men's singles coming up.
I think they're teaching him how to have fun.
Yeah, he's learning you're allowed to smile and enjoy the process a little bit. Good for them.
And I think he got his little tank top over there. He's got a nice little pink one there. All smiles from him as we have Jacksonville versus Tampa, our final event of the season. $4,000 on the line for men's singles. Sam Frizzell on the near side for Tampa. Mr. MVP on the far side, changing his nickname from the Marathon Man to the MVP, Sam Nicholson. By far the best men's singles player, but on the other side is Sam Frizzell, the most improved player throughout the year. Yes, that's our own opinion, but we're just going to say it throughout the broadcast.
Well, it's certainly the most improved team, because I've said this a couple times over the weekend, but last time I saw them, they were 0-4. They looked lost. They looked a little disjointed. They didn't look comfortable. Now they're winning this one. They're up 90-85 right now. They had a chance last night against Atlanta. So overall, the team has gotten so much better across the season. That's what you're looking for as a coach and as a player, is constantly be improving and growing. Nice deep ball from Nicholson right there.
As he just misses that approach, we're going to get not a quick timeout, a little officials timeout as they get reorganized there, which gives us an opportunity to say thank you to everybody joining us on Peachtree Sports Network. If you're on Twitch, click the follow button, which is that beautiful heart right there, right below the screen. We are looking at the chat stream, so if you have questions, send them, we'll answer them, or we'll just give you a big thank you for joining us. And then also on YouTube, we got season 2 that we'll be back for, so stay with us.
Look at these serves he's hitting today.
Big serves, but Sam Frizzell's backhand return, he showed how good it was against Kevin King, one of the better lefty servers we have in the league, maybe even in the world. But Sam's backhand return is so good. There's one tactic I haven't seen people do well enough this year, is adjust not second serve, they're one serves, more to body forehands.
Yeah, body forehand is a great play because Sam is so far in the court returning. That's Frizzell, I mean. But his backhand, you look, all he does is turn and go straight through. There's no wasted movement whatsoever. When you're hitting anyone with a quality stroke, you're looking for efficiency, and that backhand is as efficient as it comes. But only if I don't talk about how great it is.
Well,
because it's going to be an immediate return to the net like we just saw.
So if you didn't see where the ball went and you only followed Frizzell, it looked beautiful.
Yeah,
and he did hit the center of the string.
He did. He just swung down a little bit.
Is it?
Oh, there we go. Sorry, Frizzell, that's on me. I'll shut up now.
All right, well, 30-24 for Jacksonville on the far side, 93-89 in the overall.
I said it yesterday that Nicholson's been serving better since I've been in the arena this second time, and he said, I'm not really practicing any extra, but I don't know. I feel like that's gamesmanship because he is absolutely dropping hammers, 86%. That's good if you're hitting a slow kicker. He's doing much more than that today.
Yeah, big forehand right there. They got a quick shot at the trackside camera that was waiting in the corner to get moving around. Here, I see it coming down right there. I wonder if it's going to catch some tennis and serve me little pancakes for this Sunday brunch. That's a huge kick, sir. Frizzell is at the back fence, still above his shoulder.
He was in the tables back there, getting the snack with the fans. He was really far back. Do you expect to see any substitutions? Sam versus Sam, we know it's a little bit of a battle. Ones versus ones.
Great kick serve out wide. Short, stretching him.
Elena and Claudio look content, just kind of let them roll right now.
Just misses that backhanded. We go back to that trackside camera, so why are we loving it? That's the first time ever that camera, that technology has been used in any kind of sporting event. We've done so many firsts in the Intense Arena this season, and tacking on one more to finish things off as we have a timeout for both of our teams.
Which is like open the arm like this. Is in fact too much. So whatever happened, drink. Yes, then come back to me.
You don't have to go all the time. If you feel good back as well, I'm saying like sometimes you gotta change, okay? But right now, if you're missing 2 in return,
if you're burning inside something you don't like, you still positive body language. You need that. That's why before I called the timeout. That's because if, okay, so show me whatever happened, great body language, and then you rebuild, but you are up, you did the 7 points in a row. This trend is getting better. Let's keep it like this, okay? One by one, body language.
I love the little tap on the belly, really. Like,
yeah,
I got it, bud.
Little belly rub. Made me happy too.
We talked about it in the pre-search show, how these individuals have become families here together, and you can see the comfort level and the great coach-player relationship those two have, as Sam has improved so much from start to finish.
Yeah, look how early he's taking that return and then coming in for the forehand cross court. It's going to be an important couple minutes here for Frizzell. Make sure he keeps this thing close.
Oh. 35-26. 6 minutes left in this second bolt. 10 minutes left after this one before we get to doubles. Men's doubles, women's doubles, and mixed to finish off. And that kick serve. One of my favorite plays when I was a player, when I know someone's got a great serve, I'm just gonna stand so far over. They'd be like, if you're gonna beat me, go the other way.
Yeah, you actually do control people in tennis, right? So if you want to stop someone from serving your backhand, you stand far enough over where they think they have the forehand open for an ace, and you can get them to serve to your stronger side. There's your loose neck cord. Great touch.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not yet. Gave him +1. So why was that a great touch? If you're joining us for the first time, if you hit a clean winner, it counts as 2 points. So as long as you get a racket on it, it's only down to 1. So that's a big effort, and that's why your teammates oftentimes cheer just by touching it, because you know that +2, they can build up and really be a big momentum builder.
And we're already up to 97-95 Jacksonville. Nicholson is just the eraser. He took away that deficit that the women got into, and he's already building on it, creating a little bit of a lead here.
Now wondering, you know, we have Sam Nicholson far side, but Trey Mallory for Tampa. I just saw him on the bike getting warmed up. Both of those were teammates for 1 year at UNC Wilmington. Sam Nicholson played at the 2 spot, Trey at the 4. I want to see Trey come in and be like, you know what? I should have been #1. You should have been #2.
Yeah, I mean, look, no one knows each other better than teammates, right? And playing together for a couple years there, you know each other's game. And honestly, on any given day, like, if Sam's not playing his best, Trey can come in there and take him for sure, and you got a little mental dynamic there.
Yeah, that's what I think now is Sam Nicholson starting to grow a little bit of a bigger lead in men's singles. Put somebody out there who knows him, left to right, front to back, cover to cover, as we look at Max Benson. Team bench captain, absolutely. No one brings more energy than him. They love him, the Draymond Green of the Intense League, the guy that you love to have on your team, but you never want to play against. There's a lot of backhands down the line missed by Frizzell, and we do see the sub. Way to go, Yelena. Thank you for giving me that storyline.
JY getting what he wants. Here it is. But look, when something's not going your way, you have to change something.
Oh, I thought you were going to say I have to tell my mom.
Yeah, not that. Look, coming in, I probably wouldn't take that return so early when you haven't hit a ball. Get back, use a point, even if you lose the point. Get a feel, try to hit 3-4 balls. You can see he's a little deeper behind the baseline here, but when you're down, you want to change something. In this league, you can substitute. You can literally change the player.
Yeah, it's a big serve, and there is no warm-up here, so it's tough. You have to go right into it. I do love what you said, Stokke, about just starting way, way, way back, especially against a big server like Nicholson. But just give you time. They'll work in after. But we'll see. You know, Trey, Davis Cup player. Dad was his coach. Dad was also the Davis Cup coach for Bermuda. He's spending some time in the summer here playing for the Intense League. So many backhands down the line by Tampa today. Like, it's got to be a strategy that coach?
Yeah, Yelena talked about being the first one to change, but you got to change at the right times, right? If you're on neutral/defense, it's very difficult to change and get anything out of it, but you also risk missing yourself. But that's the pressure that Nicholson puts on you because he's so offensive, he's so solid and consistent. Well, if you just go cross-court every time, then he gets in a rhythm and he's running you around. So kind of a catch-22, but there have been too many early misses down the line.
So many down the line. It's tough right now, and I think that's where one thing I don't understand with players, most players better forehand to back. Most, right? And a lot of players, when they try to change, they settle for that backhand down the line change. Why not change the same way, just hit it looking for your inside in forehand?
Absolutely, try to run around it. One of my best friends, good coaching mentor, David Rudidi at TCU, he told me, he said, you know what, I've never missed a backhand down the line. And I said, really? He said, yeah, because I never tried it. Such a stupid shot. He said, I just ran around it. And if I got a backhand, I went back cross court. Now, Nicholson and Frizzell both have great backhands, but they have to do it at the right time when they're inside the baseline, in the singles court, and also feeling like they're in a rhythm.
Trey Mallory playing well, looking like this is a good substitution for Yelena Labata and Team Tampa. Jacksonville has both the overall team lead at 106-101. Maybe 103 now with the +2. If you hit a clean winner, it counts as +2, 47-34. Jacksonville leading both, and that's a big return by Sam to step in.
It's amazing because I was just going to comment how much faster Trey is serving than Sam Frizzell and how that's making an impact. And then you see Nicholson take it early right there and just turn it right around big middle.
That's why it's so important for you to just listen. Listen. A lot of people are listening to respond. Listen.
2 ears, 1 mouth. Okay, I got it.
That's a big return. Just missed it long, but if he's going to be hitting returns like that, that's center of the strength. That's tough.
Now, we talk about good misses all season long. That right there is one. Miss it 2 inches deep. You took a good cut. You were balanced. And he's been so successful with it, so you can live with that one return there.
48-37. Trey Mallory +5 as he steps in today, cutting into the lead, tied it in the overall. 30 seconds left in this second men's singles bolt, winning a bunch of points in a row right now.
And Tampa back over 1 point in the overall, 108-107. Trey has been awesome since he's come in here.
Another big serve.
Look at this.
He's letting it go. He's smiling. He's loving it. We were talking about this is probably some of the most action he's seen in men's singles the whole season. We felt like there was something there that maybe they could use, and today Sam Nicholson's trying to hold him off.
Great sub by Yelena, and it's going to be interesting, right? Trey's probably going to be in here for this third bolt.
Final point. Good defense. 2 points in a row right there for Sam Nicholson, but Trey Mallory bringing some energy back into the Tampa team. High fives all around Trey. Hopefully they keep him in. We're going to have a look at some highlights here.
Yeah, you know, the trickiest part for coaches is kind of getting a feel for your players. Sam last night, Frizzell was absolutely on fire. Today, he's been he's not moving quite as well. Could be fatigued, but also Sam's been moving him around. So early on in that second bolt, Nicholson built a huge lead, and then super sub. Trey came in, there was more on the serve. He's a little more physical, he had a little more on his ball, and you can see that gave Nicholson a little bit of an issue.
Yeah, and then when Trey Mallory kept in, he started to find his range. Some of the backhands down the line went away after Trey missed that first one. Sam Nicholson is showing a little bit of his MVP status, but we'll see with Trey coming in, seeing a lot of action. You see his teammates on the sideline loving it as we get a quick second with Trey Mallory, who's courtside with Kelly.
Yeah, Trey, talk to us about what you did when you came in there, where your mindset was, because you really gained some ground for your team.
Really just go in there and free up. You know, we were down by like 15 points, so I just wanted, you know, play aggressive tennis, go for the 2 points when I can, and yeah, just go for it. Yeah.
I see Mom and Dad over there right behind you. Could you hear him?
Yeah, I hear them cheering me on, which is nice. It's good to have the family here.
I was going to say, they're in all the way from Bermuda. What is it like to get to play in front of them in this format?
Yeah, I mean, it's fun, you know, it's entertaining. I know they definitely enjoy it too, so I'm trying to play good for them as well, so hopefully we win. Thank you.
Well, best of luck. There you go. Trey Mallory, Mom, Dad, all the way in from Bermuda, and he's going to try and get back out there in the third and final bolt of men's singles.
There's parents right there coming in to support their son in the first ever Intense League Championship. He's walking back out there. He's going to get some more time on the court. Good for him. He's earned it. Bolt number 3 starting. MVP stays in. Trey Mallory going head-to-head with him. UNC Wilmington. Teammates.
Frenemies. You're never more competitive with anyone than your own teammates at times, especially in practice, on a daily basis.
Never want to lose to your friends.
Yeah.
Out of all people, it's funny how that works out.
Oh, I like that. Try to take the 2. Oh,
just missed it.
Good gamble. Good gamble. I think that ball was sailing deep, but I like him going for 2 there.
111, 109 in the overall, but that's just the overall. In this men's singles, they can win $4,000 if they win this portion of the match, and there we see 53-40 as those big kick serves are starting to take a toll against Trey, and we'll see what adjustment he's going to make on it.
They're just relentless body blows, and he's serving 90%. I mean, I'm absolutely floored at how well Sam Nicholson is serving.
And I think this court really helps his serve because it's a little bit gritty. When you have a nice kick, your topspin on it, it really, really jumps, and it sets up a nice +2 opportunity for Sam Nicholson, and he'll go back and serve on the same side.
Yeah, and it makes it difficult, like you said. So what does Trey do? Does he step up and take it early, and then Sam can jam him in the body? Or if he backs up, now he's behind the baseline playing defense, and that's not where you want to be against Sam Nicholson.
See if Tampa will use one of their timeouts as they build a little bit of momentum here, try to stop this.
Again, my philosophy, call that timeout too early, don't call it too late. Right here, boom, a little bit of a run to start the bolt. It's okay, you're only a minute or 2 in. Use that timeout now. Slow him down. He's obviously hot.
Cindy Elena telling him to get more inside the court to really cut the angle off here. And then he goes body forehand and say, just when you think you know what I'm doing, you don't.
Well, that's game theory right there. You step up, I change what I do. I change what I do, you change. And so it's back and forth. It's a physical chess match. You can see both players thinking out there and both coaches helping them.
Missed a +2 opportunity there, but then gets it anyways on the forehand. I do think he should have been at the net. Not a great decision. It still worked out, but over the long term, you do not want to keep the MVP in too many rallies.
I like it when Trey hits that big serve in the forehand body on Nicholson. I feel like sometimes he goes for it, but he's also missed a fair amount of those returns. As he hits a great inside outer there.
Get in. Nope. Interesting. Nicholson overhitting there. 57-45. Thank you to everybody joining us. Peachtree Sports Network, YouTube, and Twitch. We're paying attention to that chat, so make sure you send us some questions. We're paying attention as Sam Nicholson hits a +2, cleaning things up. Big thank you as well to all of our sponsors that have helped us get this league going. Solinco, I saw that whiteout racket that's out front with hardcore tennis. Hopefully someone's picked that one up. A beautiful one. Sports the Cab. And Body Armor, as I like to rehydrate after matches.
You need it, man. You're the hardest working man in Intense. You are a one-man wrecking crew. You do it all, so you need that Body Armor.
Yeah, I go double espresso twice to hydrate before the match. Right? I think that's the way to do it. So, and we could look at Bolt 6 showing us how close that call was. Electronic line calling, so we have no issues with players making their own calls that college tennis sometimes have.
Yeah, thank God for Bolt 6. Otherwise, you'd have a lot of drama out here. Very cool to have an electronic score line calling system out here.
The big forehand right there. Trey Mallory +3 in his entire time being out here. That can be +5. I'm telling you, that net, I do think we should kind of check it.
It's a little loose for sure.
This is a Wimbledon net for sure.
It is. Well, now we're 119 to 120. Jacksonville has a 1-point lead. But again, the tough, Max Benson making a little sneak appearance here.
We see Jacksonville taking advantage of our unlimited substitution rule, and I think Claudio might want to take that one back, but he's going to keep him in, give Max Benson an opportunity to prove him wrong, or prove me wrong, actually.
We'll see how long he rolls with this.
Max Benson has been the #2 player for Jacksonville in the singles lineup, so it's not a surprise to see him in. Will be interesting to see if he keeps him in for longer than 2 minutes. He likes to give Sam Nicholson a little bit of a break before he puts him back in. And let's see if this is one of those breaks or if it's a longer-term solution where the net denies him right there, 121 all in the overall.
Well, he was just treading water, trading ones back and forth. Sam's over there catching his breath, toweling off. And the tough thing for Trey is not only is it tough to play a lefty, but it's tough when you've been playing a righty the whole time. When you can sub in someone using a different hand, different spin, different tactics. That's very, very tricky, so Max should be using that to his advantage. Backhand of the net is not the advantage of being left-handed, I can tell you that.
There's that different spin. Trey Malley has not seen an underhand forehand slice today, and he sails that first one. So there's that change of pace, change of rhythm that Max Benson can bring. The magician, as we like to call him. Great hands, likes to use all the different shots, but doesn't always have the power as Trey Malley takes advantage of a weak serve. And Vicky Flores, the injured teammate, going nuts, doing jumping jacks every time Tampa hits a winner, and Sam Nicholson is going to be back in. So there's that break.
125, 123 Tampa. So he bought Sam some time there, but he also did give up a little bit of the lead. 4 minutes left. See if Sam can finish strong with his legs.
Trey up to +6 in his time on the court. And we get a timeout here. Looks like it's going to be from Tampa.
Guys, let him alone a little bit. Let's go.
You want me to use it with C?
Yeah, probably not.
Probably not. It's 4 minutes, 3:45. Yeah, just stay focused. Your serve, stay low. Sometimes you miss because you straight legs.
Yeah, but they're like drilling it down the middle.
Yeah.
So it's like hard, you know?
I know, it's very hard. But it's 4 minutes. Give it this, all you have, and that's it.
Yeah.
You serve now, huh? Give me very good first serve, very good first point.
You cannot open the court. Let's go. Come on. Go.
We hear Sam Nicholson talking about how they're going big through the middle, and then when they switch over to Yelena, they were talking about how it sounded like if you do this, big through the middle, you can't open up the court, and then he'll eventually racks up those +2s, and he does.
It's literally music to my ears. It's one of my favorite tactics, and you can hear the league MVP is going, when they go fast middle, I feel uncomfortable. It's very difficult. It's a great play, and it's also very safe for people to try.
Such an underrated play a lot of times. The bigger the players, the bigger the wingspan, but the more they can get jammed when you go through the middle.
Maybe one of the few times I saw a defensive lob actually work out and not be a risky play to give up 2. He got it back deep enough.
Neither player likes to come forward to the net a lot. You know, Trey Malley hasn't played too much in doubles, and Sam Nicholson played very little in doubles. They like to hang around the baseline, and they're definitely hesitant going forward.
Hey, I don't know if I've mentioned it yet, but have I said how well Sam Nicholson is serving? He's up to 95%. The pace has been there for all 3 bolts. Oh, okay. Dude. I'm not taking a jinx on that. The dude went like 120 T. That's how good he's feeling. That's not on me. He knew how well he was serving. I am not accepting a jinx on that one.
You don't have to accept it. We're giving it to you. Just like we gave Sam Frizzell the Most Improved Player Award, I'm giving you the jinx.
All right, I receive it reluctantly. I mean, is this why you play sports? 127 to 127?
Yeah, Trey's missing a lot of forehands down the line. Got to keep it crossed a little bit longer. I know you might be afraid of Sam Nicholson's forehand, but if you're missing that forehand down the line over and over and over, you got to adjust.
We talked about this last night, JY, but if you want to win more, you got to first learn how to lose less. And if you're just missing ball after ball, you're just giving points away. So I'd rather play to someone's strength than just give them the freebie, because I'm so afraid of their strength.
Definitely appreciate Trey giving us the opportunity to explain that we don't have lets in the Intense League, so if the serve hits the net and it goes over, we do play it. And Trey's ramping up the speed on his serve as well.
Yeah, he's been serving great. It's just the forehand at times. Sometimes that swing gets a little big. Backhand's been solid. Serve's been good. He looks very, very comfortable. I'm sure these guys had a lot of really good backhand cross-court rallies at UNCW. Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Yeah, better that he misses along. Great point by Sam Nicholson, but dangerous to throw up lobs when you have +2s for winners there. Good point by Nicholson.
You know, I'm going to put my jinx on the line here, because I'm going to take one back. Here comes another great serve. Bingo. I'm back. Great volley.
I think the Tampa team really pays attention when I say that they don't come forward.
You are the reason their net game's improving, taunting them from the commentary booth.
Hey, I just call it as it is. Great body serve, right? By Trey. Great serve. Playing well, trying to play fast, but Claudio's going to call a timeout with just under a minute left.
Maybe try to start from a little bit more behind. This guy go big.
I mean, it's too late to change, no?
Not to change. But what's the other option? To miss every return?
I go big attacker.
Okay, but in this match is not big of a difference, I think. But you decide. I'm talking about this match.
Claudio, we hear you trying to tell Sam you want him to move a little farther back on the return?
Yeah, sometimes I like his aggressive return, but this guy, they have nothing to lose. They go big serve and they don't miss enough, you know. So it's better to stay back, start back, and move the body forward and make the return. And then start to hammer him.
All right, we know.
They go big because they have nothing to lose against Sam, so but it's understandable. But you have to do something to the last minute here.
All right, last minute, we'll let you get to it. Thank you there.
Yeah.
Under a minute left. Whoever wins this men's singles, they can take home $4,000 while also adding to the overall team score. And it looked like Jacksonville had it down for a lock, but Tampa's brought it into single digits.
Great point, great point. Use your serve.
And that's not the point that Tampa wanted to play right there. It's about a 10-second point. Nicholson won it. We got 20 seconds left, 7 points. I don't know that this is possible at this point.
I know they're probably not. Oh, never mind. Plus two's going to keep it in.
Go.
Let's see if he's going to play it fast. True server's pace here. Don't have to wait for the returner to be ready.
What a
Another plus two. It's going to be over anyway. He's going to try to go for the quick serve. Almost brought it back. Man, that was close. 72-68. I know they wanted to win there, but if you think about the overall team portion, Jacksonville does take $4,000 in men's singles, but considering they went up against the MVP, they did a great job.
Yeah, I mean, look, Trey came in the middle of bolt 2, then played the whole of bolt 3. You could see Sam was a little uncomfortable with the big balls to the middle, hitting big serves. I thought both players actually served really, really well. And that's one thing that's been cool with Intense this whole season, is seeing how everyone's serves have improved. But when you hit a good serve like that, you get short balls, you get opportunities to come to the net. This is a great passing shot right here from Nicholson. Might want to split step if you're Trey Mallory. And there's that loose net you're talking about, right? We got to fix those nets, get them a little tighter so the ball bounces up sometimes.
Or maybe they have it on purpose. Maybe Tampa came in a little bit, you know, and they kind of loosened it up. They've been missing a lot of balls in the net, so maybe they wanted to loosen it up. But before we keep criticizing the net, we're going to try to go courtside as we see Mr. MVP with Kelly Kroll.
All right. Well, Sam, that got close near the end. What did you think about playing your former teammate?
Yeah, I just tried to make the most of every moment. It was so much fun seeing him down there, seeing his goofy hair down there. No, I kid, I liked it.
What is it, though, when you go against him? I mean, you know him well, you know his game well, he knows yours well, so what makes it the interesting cat and mouse type of game?
Yeah, he knows my game well. I mean, they all do their homework. Every serve went to my forehand. They did their homework. It was a good match.
Well, tell us what we can expect in doubles. Are you going to keep the shoes on? Might we see you out there again? I mean, this is like a 7-point match right now.
Yeah. Whoever plays the best dub should be on the court, so Claudio's not seeing what he wants from them, I'll hop out there. If not, I'm perfectly happy right here on the side with you.
Good answer, Sam. Thank you and congrats.
Thank you, Kelly.
There you go. Sam, maybe not in doubles, but that's what we have coming up next is doubles.
Yeah, I wonder if he gave us a little sneak peek. Maybe they got to serve more to the forehand. Very interesting as we look at the match summary. Very close to get started, 24-21. Sam, I thought was starting to pull away in bolt number 2, but Trey Mallory, how great to see him play his best tennis of the season in the very last one of the year. As we look at the overall right now, as it's going to be a close one, 137-131 for Tampa. Thanks to that performance by Sion in women's singles. But when we come back, we got women's doubles to keep us going.
I don't know what dirt people are digging up on me that they can trash talk me on, but you never know what people might find. Yeah, I definitely take pride in my fitness. That's kind of my superpower on the tennis court.
More superhero or supervillain?
I'm definitely more of a superhero than a supervillain. I feel like the villains in Intense are going to be off the court. I think some of the outside fans and distractions could be a make or break deal in this league. The fans have free reign here. That's what's so cool about it. You can cheer whenever you want. If they keep chirping, then I'm just going to have to raise my game and silence them through my tennis. We're going to have to really just dial in and focus on what we can control, which will be less than usual. Hopefully there's no villains out there. Sam Nicholson and play for Jacksonville. From Brighton in England, born in Bath. I got started because I had a lazy eye, my right eye, and the doctor said you need a ball coming at you. I used to wear the eye patch and everything to strengthen up the weak one. Fuel came early on, just enjoying running about, the feeling of exercise, and then later on is winning, is the joy, and I saw the opportunity you can get with college through tennis. And so I thought, like, that's a great opportunity, leave home, come to America, see what else I can do. For me, it's the first time here and playing for Intense. I'm grateful I heard about it. Again, it's just tennis opening up doors. There's no, like, I have this chip on my shoulder. It's, you know, I'm lucky to play tennis and I'm just here to win, really.
There's our crew, Hammond, Vinny, let's go. Finishing it up, last one, been an incredible season. Thank you all for managing everything and guiding us through this incredible journey. Jonathan Stokke, JY here. It's gonna come down to doubles, 137, 131 for Tampa Indy overall inside this beautiful arena. Inside a movie studio, man. You could be famous one day.
Hey, this place is sweet. Am I not already famous? Is that what you're telling me?
No, just on YouTube. We're going to go Hollywood next. All right, let's go down to the coin toss with Sebastian.
The player is being substituted off. The new player that comes on must return from the same side as the player that was subbed off and maintain the same serving order. Jacksonville with the call. Heads or tails? Tails is the call. It's tails. Tampa to serve.
Women's doubles. Kate Scherber, Zhou Yi Chen on the near side for Tampa. Far side, Sophia Johnson, Annabelle Thomas, Clemson, and Old Dominion representatives there. San Diego State and Georgia Tech on the near side. Ooh. Tough volley, Annabelle going right at Kate.
Going fast right at someone at the net, if you're worried about them poaching, Scherber likes to poach a lot. She's got some good volleys. So going right in the body, jamming them is sometimes a really good play, especially early to keep them honest.
Kate loves to play the ad side. She has a wonderful backhand. Forehand can sometimes get a little too spinny. That leaves it open to poaching in doubles. But she tries to hide it there in the ad side. And Zhou Yi Chen, we saw it yesterday when she was playing for the challenge team, got the opportunity to step in and play for the injured Vicky Flores today. But Zhou Yi has some of the biggest power on the forehand side, I would say. The problem is sometimes she can misfire, but when she makes it, careful.
All gas, no brakes, JY. I don't think she knows how to slow down, and when it goes in and when she's hot, it looks great, and sometimes she sprays a little bit, so we'll see how she does in doubles here. The beauty in doubles, though, is you want to play offense, so it's definitely better to have someone who's going to step up and attack more than maybe play defensively.
Absolutely. See, 4-1 for Jacksonville in women's doubles, tacking on to the overall score. We got those two scores because we also need to track who's going to win the $4,000. So whoever wins the doubles, men's doubles coming up after mixed doubles, that combo score takes home $4,000 while also adding on to the overall team score as Kate with a big +2 ace, serving it wide right there. I think Jacksonville wants to give a call to bolt 6 and say, hey, can you show us the mark?
That's how you respond right there.
Great forehand winner. I'm glad, you know, when I was talking about just listening and waiting earlier, I was going to say, you got to give Annabelle the forehand down line all day long, but because I didn't, I don't look like an idiot right now.
Yeah, well, I think when she's inspired after she thinks she got a tough line call there.
Great poach. Sophia Johnson, Old Dominion, representing. Great shot right at Kate.
And JY, when's the best time to poach? Right after you had a successful one. Go again. I don't think Shara Brewer is going down the line here.
I was going to say always.
What? That kind of is the answer. Look at that. It was right through the middle for Sophia. Good touch.
Yep. JY with the good volley to the open court, and Annabelle with the great touch to not allow that +2 to go through. This is the tough part. Both JY and Kate, they did not play in women's singles, so they have not been able to properly warm up their serve. So this is their first real serve action since they warmed up about 2 hours ago. Longer.
Great volley.
Great volley right there. Volleys look sharp and intact. +2, 8-7, Jacksonville.
I wanted to go right to the middle of Intense in the net. This is where this return's going. Well, I didn't think the bottom of the net. I thought it would be over the middle of the net.
And that's Kate. She has such a great kick serve, extremely effective on this type of court surface thanks to AT Sports. Going right at her with that backhand, catches her right hip. That's the one you want to go to.
And on this court of 4, I mean, Kate is definitely the most natural doubles player, someone who likes being in the mix, being in the middle, has a good kicker. I've seen her serve volley. Look, she's taking that ball early. She's definitely comfortable, and I like the way she plays, and she's definitely going to influence this match the remainder of the bowl.
And if you have really influenced us and helped propel this forward is all the sponsors that you see on the screen. Your favorite there, Yonex, Body Armor as well. So thank you all. Season 1 coming to an end, but the poaches keep coming through. Unfortunately, that didn't go in. Jacksonville takes a small lead, 10-9.
Oh, yeah.
Not a good time to go line, especially if you're not able to get your weight going forward.
Break out the textbook on that forehand volley. Stepping in, relax the hand, squeeze on contact. That was textbook from Sophia.
I think you mean Kindle or iPad for these young generations.
Textbook is something you open in college, JY, when you were studying and learning.
Yep.
That's something we did at Duke, Florida State.
No, we just swipe right or left, and I'm not talking about Tinder. I'm talking about we read on an iPad now.
Fly fishing classes out in the grass somewhere. I don't know what you guys were doing out there.
We're winning matches.
That's true.
Great post by Sophia, swinging volley +2.
JY, what do I say? Best time to poach after a successful one. Sophia, go again. Do it. You're volleying like an animal. They don't want to hit to you. Go. Oh, well, now you've influenced her, though. You make the target look small. What do you think? All gas from JY right here on a return?
100%. She's going to hit the scoreboard.
Not much of a prediction to say she's going to try to give it a red.
Well, I guess we won't find out. Annabelle misses that just wide. 17-10. Not a bad time if you're going to miss a serve. Only get one shot here, one serve only. And we hear our fans jumping in there. This is new for JY, joining us for the first time this weekend. Got the call up from free agency. But here, fans can scream and shout whenever they want. And that was a point to a Jacksonville fan just as she was about to hit that ball. They screamed. Very nice timing there.
So one thing you see from Shara Brewer, you see Shara Brewer moving, being active up there, but she's not actually picking off many balls. So there's a lot of activity, but she's not really going anywhere. I actually like her to be a little more calm where she is and just right before contact, 2 big steps towards the middle of the court.
Missing a lot of backhands on the rise as we see a substitution. Sion Mendes coming in for Kate. She's going to play alongside JY. 150-148. Jacksonville has the lead in both the team and doubles.
It's a great return. And right there, when AB's on defense, I actually don't mind her missing that, because if you throw something weak through the court, that could be a 2-pointer for Sion at the net to clean up. So many 2-pointers in doubles. Meanwhile, we got a little 150-150 in the overall, I believe. These are just fantastic matches.
We are tied. Been a lot of back and forth, a lot of like 6-7 point runs for both teams.
Yep, and you can't slow it down, right? So when you're just going against you, server's pace, they can step up, and that's why these runs happen. Because you can't slow the momentum down. You only have to do it with your play, and sometimes that's difficult.
Great volley right there, and a great crowd. And with our chairman, Tom Bada, thank you for coming in. I think he's going to give out a special award after this match. Special VIP seats right there courtside. Ooh. Oh, I was about to say another forehand down the line winner by Annabelle, trying to rewrite the script. Unfortunately, you can't rewrite what's on an iPad. So few poaches. Should we let them know they're allowed to like cross that center line? That's not like a jail cell.
I mean, look, I haven't seen many successful down the line shots, and you need to poach early. And look, you give up 1 2-pointer, fine, but then they respect you for the rest of the bowl. But right now, I mean, they're just able to hit cross court guilt-free. Look, I mean, there's nothing to be afraid of. This is my daily battle on Instagram, on YouTube, is convince people that the middle of the court and the singles court is all you need to cover. That 4.5-foot rectangle down the line is irrelevant. And even though these players are awesome, they cannot hit the down the line alley with any consistency.
22-18 Tampa clawing back in the doubles portion. They've taken the overall lead, so going back and forth in the team score.
Oof. Great touch.
Great touch. Great moving around by Sophia, but in her box. So we'll see what she can do if she can get out of there one day. But still, nonetheless, great hands, great volleys by Sophia.
Well, the thing is, I mean, she had that one forehand volley earlier, which is textbook. She's had a couple 2-pointers, and I go, well, man, if you got those good volleys, don't you want to hit more of them? Well, where's the ball going? The great visual for a tennis court is an hourglass, right? It looks wide, but all the balls cross over the center of the net, and as a doubles player, that's where you want to be, where the action is.
Or what if you don't want to be part of the action because you don't like your volley?
Well, you know what? That could be the case. What I tell people then is get your ass back to the baseline. You don't have to be up there. So if you don't want to do any damage, you just become a liability for your partner. If they're hitting balls, they're worried about you getting tagged at the net. So if you don't want to volley, that's great. Go play 2 back.
There's the poach! Hey, thank you, JY. Finally, yes. Round of applause from me. Sorry, Jacksonville, but that's just an overall, that's not even a team thing. That's just thank you for playing some good doubles.
All we had to do is wait 9 minutes and 25 seconds, and they go, wow, that actually might work.
Yeah, and then we'll throw in an ankle topspin lob from inside of the court. Sure, that's a great follow-up on that one. Last 20 seconds before we get into men's doubles coming up. 158, 156 in the overall. Thank you, Annabelle. Oh, all right, good back and forth. We see a little movement, didn't work out. Maybe that's why they're not poaching.
Yeah, but look, I mean, you can get lucky. So many good things happen when you're there. Ooh, Claudio, tell him to slow down here. Doesn't want him to get one more in there.
No, I think he's kind of seen enough. He's like, you know what, let's get to a different set of doubles players. 26-21, they have the lead in the double. It's 158, 157 in the team. Do wonder what kind of highlights we're going to look at. Maybe that's Sophia Johnson.
Yeah, I mean, look, you're going to see some good volleys. Obviously, that wide serve right there.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, but there's going to be some good volleys. Look at Sophia right there, looking in the middle of the court. She's got the skills. You see that ball crossing right over the center of the net. So all the volleys came when people went down the line, and you're always so worried that they're going to burn you there, but it's such a small target. Look, another down the line ball results in a winner. So these players were volleying well. I just wish they'd get in the middle of the court more.
Now let's get some thoughts from Annabelle and Sophia with Kelly.
Yeah, well, Sophia, such a tight match here, but for you ladies to pull out that doubles match, what did it take?
I think it took aggression and going for our shots at the end of the last 2 minutes with the bolt. It's hard coming in cold, which is common in his hands, so I think we did what we could.
Annabelle, you said coming into today you're a little bittersweet, but you get to end at least with a doubles match win here. That's got to be nice.
Yeah, I thought we did great. Just trying to leave it all out there. Final 20 minutes here, it's going to come down to the wire, so we're just trying to enjoy and give it our all.
With that being said, what will it come down to for your boys in mixed?
Who has more energy? We have to have more energy than Tampa, and I know we can do it.
I like that answer. You like that answer?
I like that answer.
Okay. Energy it is. Vault number 2, men's doubles on the way. Ladies, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, speaking of energy, there's probably going to come down to between either Vicky Flores or Max Benson when we talk about energy. But what do you think about this comment in the Twitch channel there from Karma 17. More trash talk. Should that be part of the energy?
I love a good trash talk, but again, you got to trash talk the right people. Some people bother, some people it makes them play better.
Yeah, well, Mr. Trash Talk is going to be playing right now, so we'll see how he gets the crowd fired up and his teammates. Max Benson, nobody trash talks more than him. He gets it in there. He wants to be a leader both on and off the court, and now he's going to get started with Martin Gutierrez against Trey Mallory and Nori Smiles, who
we'll see if he can rebound today. He had a tough night last night, but you know, again, I called these guys what? Peanut butter and jelly yesterday, spaghetti and meatballs, Mario, Luigi. They go together well. They're a great team. Could be because Martin is carrying Max a little bit. We'll see if Max steps up. Yesterday had a little slow day, but he told me he was ready for this afternoon.
Yeah, I saw maybe Martin's trying to get that great backpack that you have that you can fill in a lot of stuff. Maybe we can fit Max in that. What was that backpack called?
ADV backpack, man. I travel. I put all my Fidel stuff in it, all my video equipment for my YouTube. Best backpack out there.
Trey Mallory serving right now after a great men's singles performance. Martin Gutierrez, the captain, Mr. Forehand guy, no surprise on the forehand side.
Look at him just dipping that down low at the feet, making a half volley, and Nori's got to get in the net a little closer and get volleys. But again, the one thing I want to see from Nori is a little more intensity, a little more physical energy, a little more aggression. He's the biggest guy out there. He's got a big game, but sometimes he's a little passive with his demeanor and his energy.
There's the move, there's the poaching. I'd love to see that. That's some great doubles and great hands from Nori. Full commitment all the way through. And a big thank you to Stones New Orleans for the shout out in Twitch. Thank you for watching. Hope you click that follow button. Great hands right there. +2s racking up for Tampa. Vicky Flores doing push-ups. Not today. Jumping jacks.
I gotta say, doing only 2 jumping jacks looks a little weird.
Yeah, I feel like if you're doing jumping jacks or like it should be like 10.
Yeah, 2 quick jumping jacks is an interesting, interesting look. But great start here from Tampa.
Great kick serve, Martin. One of the most consistent serves with good pace in this format. Mr. Reliable, not just the forehand guy.
Yeah, he gets that toss right on top of his head. He gets a ton of spin, ton of kick. He can hit it fast. He can mix up the speeds on it. He can hit both locations. And the one thing you don't want as a returner is variety coming at you. You want the same thing every time. And he can not only make all the serves, but make them consistently. Yep, there we go.
Yeah. Martin, the multiple-time national champion at Barry University, started literally at the very, very bottom. Double digits, I think it was number 10 or 11 in the lineup. Was telling me a story about how one time he was jogging behind his teammates. And they didn't know that he was behind them. I guess they thought he was really far back and out of shape. And they started talking about and wondering, why is Martin even here? He's never going to start in the lineup. And he heard that, and it actually motivated him. And lo and behold, finishes at #1 in the lineup. Now next to Max Benson, racking up some +2s for themselves, trying to lead Jacksonville for a win today.
Racking up some +2s and racking up some serious cash all season long. They've been winning a lot of doubles matches. Team's been doing great. Kudos to him. And like we talked about with Trash Talk earlier, you know, you say some unkind words about Martin, he can either go home and pout, or he can go home, work hard, and turn into the beast that he's become today.
Yeah, that's a great reflex volley by Nori Smiles from Sudan, who waited multiple years to get a scholarship to go to university. That's a huge forehand by Max as he gives an even bigger command to his teammates, trying to get him forward. 168, 164 in the overall.
Jeez.
Huge forehand, too big, couldn't find the court, but did look very well set up. Sometimes, you know, what I like to do is, if I'm going to go that big, I know I might miss, but that's where I want to go right at the player. Yeah. Maybe they can't get out of the way at least.
Right. You don't know. It's like instinct, right? You're going to hit that ball, even if it's head height going 100 miles an hour. Your racket's right in front of you. It's very tough to let that ball go. So, yeah, it's a great play. Go right through their chest.
Oh, great move again. Look at that. Smiles all the way, +2.
And this is what's frustrating, because you see these 2 moves Nori's made with these nice little angle volleys, and you go, where was that last night? Where's that been all season? You have this ability. Why are you not? I still like it. Good miss.
Yeah, good.
Where's the aggression? You know, we'll take two pointers for 1 miss right there. He's 4-1 when he's poached. That's a great ratio.
And the impact he's going to have on the returners up there is going to be tremendous as they go through today.
Touch it. There you go.
Ooh, sneaky. He held that so long. That was tough.
And that's the trouble, right? Slow slices. Martin hit that great drop volley. Trey did a great job getting it back, but he hit another slow slice. Open up the court for Max to get a 2-pointer.
A little too close. We see the one serve only rules. He misses that. 172-168. 5.5 minutes left before mixed doubles comes in to finish it off. Big backhand by Martin. Tough to go into that lob right there.
Yeah, in this league, if you're going to lob, which, by the way, I actually think it was a good play, you either need to hit a great one or you need to miss it deep. Missing it short is not an option because that's just a free 2 points for Jacksonville. Trey up to serve, a little rattle here, didn't know it was his. Get yourself composed.
That looks very calm there. Great job by him with the clock running down to be very composed. And I think that's the lob you're talking about. I'm either going to hit it perfect or miss it. I'm not going to drop it short.
Right. I mean, look, if you're in trouble, you can't just hit right to the guy at the net, but you also, hitting short, a short lob is infinitely worse than just missing it. So it's definitely a tactic you can use at times, but you got to hit it the right way. You think Claudio's bringing that intensity?
He's still speaking English, so he's got a little bit more intensity left in the tank. Didn't accelerate. I think he knows Martin is so active up there and trying to hold it a little bit too long. That's what Martin made him think. Forces that miss. Jacksonville on the far side, down by 2 in the overall.
Yeah, great lob.
Great read to know that Trey was going to look to poach. Well, I guess I have to say it's a great shot, even though I criticized that pretty hard last night.
Well, I mean, look, okay, it just worked for the first time. Last night we saw him as 4, and Yelena gave him a non-negotiable, said you're not allowed to hit it anymore. That might cost him some points in the future because now he's going to say, hey, look, see, I can hit it. 1 out of 5. Not great, but he's been much better. He's been much more offensive. He looks a little more locked in. He's had a bunch of 2-pointers. And this, like I said, it's the frustrating thing about him because when you see him at his best, you see a guy that can dominate, but sometimes it's not always there, but he's definitely shown up today.
Definitely looks more locked in than last night.
Great hands.
Big forehand. Good reflex by Trey. 177, 173. There's the move. There's the angle touch. Look at him racking it up. How many times is he going to hit that beautiful angle volley? Jumping jacks by Team Tampa on the side.
Oh. And we got the doubles all the way back now. It's 43-42, so we got the doubles cash on the line. Tampa up 5 in the overall. It's going to come down to a thrilling finish here. This is what I'm hearing. Oh,
huge forehand. Massive. I'm actually glad he didn't hit Martin there. That was tough. Man, +2 for Tampa. There he is. Nate Pasha in the flesh with the crew. Man, that's great to have him here. Joined us from one of the preseason events that we had over at Georgia Tech. Man, you looking good. I've only seen you in tennis clothes. Man, can you send me that outfit?
Walk back, otherwise you are in the rush, and then what you miss to make sure. We need the serve. We need a lot of serve in. We cannot win without the good serves, okay? So let's go for good serve. Now, return, we have a chance. It's 1 point behind. It was good. 3 minutes is quite enough to get a good job now. Make the job done. Let's win this double. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Come on.
To you because we saw you moving, okay? Fake a little bit more in the net in case, yes. And on the serve, you can on this one serve body too, not only wide, okay?
I like that. I mean, you got to have Nori. I think should stand a little closer to the tee here because he's been kicking out wide to Max's forehand, and Max is absolutely annihilating. You heard Yelena going, "Hey, by the way, you know you can serve somewhere else than wide to the forehand, but look where he's standing. It's going to be so tough." Yeah.
Under 3 minutes, 182, 174 in the overall, 45, 43, 46, 43 in men's doubles. Mixed doubles to come up to finish us off for 10 minutes. There's the mixing up of the serves. Team Tampa's bringing some great energy there. Nori's in a roll, playing some of his best tennis. Very nice to see him. JY and Jonathan Stokke here. That's what you want to see from your players. Tampa doing a great job bouncing back after a not great performance last night. Really great for the last day of the season.
And look, I've said Jacksonville's team, the men's doubles has been the most solid for me out of all of them. And you got Nori and Trey just taking over the woodshed right now. This looks awesome. And again, this is what we want more of from him. Look at you, you're so popular. Got people giving you high fives during the broadcast. What a legend you are.
Going Hollywood, man. Hollywood.
I'm glad you're making time for us over here.
How could I not? 49-45. I mean, this is the most fun I've had around tennis in so long. This environment, just to be around it. Other than watching Martin miss a serve just as I'm talking this.
His serve was great until I showed up this weekend and started talking about it. It's all right. He'll figure that out. Tampa up 11 and 5 overall in the doubles portion.
Well, that's a big energy drop after 2 misses right there. It was going great for a little bit.
Now this is like, look, sometimes you get these lulls, right? We got 80 seconds left, and it's like, who's going to just ramp up the energy? Is it going to come from the bench? Is it going to come from a big play? Like right there, I want to see Trey and Nori like really get after it, right? This is where you can kind of create a gap heading into mixed doubles.
And looking at both teams, a lot more energy coming from the Tampa sideline. Jacksonville just looks a little subdued. I wonder what's going on over there, because we understand how important that team energy from the sideline is, and I wonder if that's because Jacksonville's biggest energy comes from Max Benson, but he's playing. Tampa's is from Vicky, who's not playing, injured today. She's bringing it all in and helping that team uplift from the sideline. Last 45 seconds before mixed doubles.
And what comes first, good play or good energy? I would say good energy. So you looked at Nori. He looks a lot more locked in, and guess what? He's playing better. He's making moves like that, but you're on the offensives. There's so many good things that can happen that you can kind of stick your chest out and kind of assert your strength in the doubles bench. Look at that. He's absolutely ripping that forehand today.
At least he's close. Yesterday he hit the sponsor signs on the fly. Today's close.
Yeah, why go wide? If you're going to hit it that fast, like I know Martin and Max both have good hands, but they don't want any piece of that forehand.
Couple points in a row. We'll see if Max can try to sneak out one more. Looks like he gave him a yes. Get ready up there.
Great serve.
Oh, great doubles point. Great hands by Max and Martin. Couple points in a row to close at 52-51 for Tampa. Nice job there, Jonathan, by them.
Yeah, I thought Tampa played such good doubles. I honestly thought the Jacksonville men were going to kind of like do their normal thing, build a quick lead. I thought Nori and Trey both played great. Offensive tennis. Guess what? We've been begging for poaching all weekend long, and we finally got it. Nori's hit moving around, some 2-pointers. Look at that right there. Early on, setting a tone, letting him know he's going to be in the middle of the court. Trey there with some 2-pointers. So I just thought they were a little bit more offensive. Because you're offensive, it's easier to play with energy, and they got that nice lead.
Got that nice lead as we're going to have mixed doubles coming up, and we get to talk to Nori Smiles and Trey Mallory after that performance.
That's right. Nori Smiles, Trey Mallory Smiles. There were a lot of smiles in that doubles match. How'd you feel about that, Bolt?
Great. You know, Coach Leno was telling us to move a lot at the net, be active. You know, Trey has a solid serve, so like it makes it easier for me at the net. So yeah, we just followed instruction. We just kept going at it. So yes, feeling great.
When he says that, you've got the serve. When he's active up there, how much fun is it to watch him take over?
Oh yeah, I mean, you see how tall he is, his wingspan. You know, he's got to use that in the net. So it's good. You know, he's getting us a lot of free points, a lot of 2-pointers, which is good. It's fun to play with him. Yeah.
It feels like this could go down to the wire, guys. Tell me what's going to be the difference in mixed.
We're ready. Same thing. Same thing. We got to stay active, be aggressive. You know, follow instructions, just keep going.
Hey, we look forward to it. Best of luck, guys. Thank you so much. There you have it. The third and final bolt. Mixed doubles is on the way.
Man, what a great one. Last duel of the year, and it's going to come down to the last 10 minutes.
Hey man, this is what we're here for, and the hardest part I think about mixed is getting the substitutions right. What are the right combinations? You just had 2 players on each side plus a third player on the bench. What is the right combo? What is the right energy? And what is matching up against the opponent well? So we'll see if there are any timeouts or substitutions, but everything on the line, Tampa with a 7-point lead.
What do you think about this? Sam Nicholson in for mixed doubles.
I'm stunned. Okay, so I don't even know what to say there. But maybe he wasn't happy with the energy. Claudio, he looks a little grumpy. Tampa obviously took it to him, so maybe he's just going, hey, you know what? You guys couldn't get it done. Let's see what my MVP's got in store.
So we sent him a reminder that he is a grandfather now. We've got to bring some, you know, perspective back into these last 10 minutes. We'll see if Jacksonville can reward him with a win as well. That one serve won't do it as they just miss it. Got to update the scoreboard really quick. There we go. I don't think they updated the overall, though. Look at the scoreboard. They didn't update Okay.
There we go.
Oh, wait. All right, now they got to give it to JAX. I'm just scoreboard watching. Now I blinked, and now I don't know what's going on.
Remember, it's a lot of numbers for you. I'm proud of you for trying. Just leave the scoreboard to me, JY. I got you, buddy. Oh, there's that inside-out angle you love. Hey, but he made one 10 minutes ago, right?
Yeah.
Anybody can hit a shot once, but you want to be a champion, you got to be able to hit 100 times.
$191, $184, also $54, $53. Whoever wins the doubles portion will take $4,000 for their team. And you got the overall as well, as Sophia's launching some backhands to Sion, but she's ready. That was actually a great move. So perfectly timed, just missed it.
Yeah, I mean, look, good errors, right? He did the right thing. He tried the right shot. He missed it, and he missed it being aggressive. Like, it's an angle, right? So it's okay to miss out of the net occasionally. Those errors we can handle with Nori. The little inside-out ground strokes and some of the sloppy stuff is what he's got to clean up, but when he's moving like this in doubles, he looks fantastic.
Trading serves back and forth. Nori to serve, telling Sion to go back. Okay, let's see how your hand is. We got the MVP over there.
Oh.
And it worked. Smart coaching move right there. Well done. Throwing it up, changing it.
Sometimes all it needs is a different look. Oh, wow.
Way to be ready by Sion.
This is count. Oh.
Oh.
Okay. JY.
I do think it would have been a winner if it went in. But it did. He just over. I think he faked himself out.
When someone gives you a slow ball and you have a bazooka for a forehand, you step up and you hit the bazooka right to the middle. You don't try a drop shot off a high ball.
Yeah, but if you miss the bazooka, 9 out of 10 times, which you've seen him miss.
Fair.
Okay.
Fair, but you got to make the right play there. What do we got with Sebastian?
Getting organized here as we are under 8 minutes. They're going to take a quick look at this to make sure that they got the right scores on there. A lot of moving parts, a lot of moving pieces.
It's going to be 57-56.
Sion Mendez in for Tampa, trying to get their last win of the season to send us off into the sunset. Sophia Johnson with Sam Nicholson, who's not only seen very little doubles, I don't think he's seen any mixed doubles, actually.
Yeah, no mix, and then he's coming in. It's a 5-point overall. The doubles is down to 1 point, so it's a pressure situation. This isn't even mop-up duty. This is high pressure.
Yeah, it does look focused, yeah.
So I think the scoreboard in the arena is off, but they have the right scoreboard on the TV, so we'll get that double checked. 58-56 Tampa in the doubles now, so they've taken that doubles lead. 7.5 minutes left, and Sam is out. That's a quick sub out. I think Sam was playing bad.
He was fine, but you get Martine in there.
Yeah.
I think he's their best doubles player. Sophia's got great volleys, and again, my only complaint with Sophia would be I want her in the middle more often.
Yep. And so, yeah, that team score is not updating on the scoreboard, so they're going to get that organized. You're right. Put it in the best dubs guy. Sam was fine, but you got to put it in the best dubs guy. Kelly, you're courtside. Have you been hearing what's going on with the scoreboard?
Well, I'm trying to convince, no, I don't know what's going on with the scoreboard, so pass on that. I'm trying to convince the Mallories here to talk to me a little bit about watching their son Dre out here this afternoon. And Ricky, I know that you coached him growing up. You've coached him on your Bermuda Davis Cup team. What is it like to see him in this format?
This format is just wonderful. The dynamics of the format is the perfect name is intense. I love it. I love it. It's so different from the regular tennis, the regular format. I mean, the one toss, one serve, the fast pace. It's like constant shuttle runs.
Today, I know you had mentioned when you got over here, you guys flew in from Bermuda, but you had been watching every game.
Every single one. When we saw it on Twitch, we said we got to get out here and watch it live, and we're so glad we did. It was worth the trip.
What's been the biggest difference watching it when you were at home versus now live?
The atmosphere. It's so energetic. You know, like I've been standing up the whole time. You just got to stay on your feet and watch. And what a way to finish the season in a close match like this.
We were just talking about that, so I'll go to Coach over here. How does Tampa pull this one out?
58-57. They just need to hit more winners. They have the opportunity. They have the opportunity to poach a little more and to hit more winners. Nora's trying now.
They like that, guys. Back over to you. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, I think he's been listening to Luke Jensen with the hit more winners there.
That's got a T-shirt written all over it. Great hands. Sophia's got great volleys. She has. So I just love to see her be a little more confident and use them more.
Please.
We're going to take a quick timeout here, get things organized as we have just under 7 minutes left. 196, 189 for Tampa, up by 1 in the doubles. Final event of the season before we come back, and we couldn't have asked for anything better than something to be this close.
All right, it's going to be 58-59, Johnson to serve.
Sebastian Nunez and Marshall there are two referees courtside. Managing all the moving pieces, Miss Intense, getting everybody rowdy. She has been the in-arena energy from day one. And there's Yelena Labat as she is locked in, trying to get these last 6 minutes to go forward. 14 Tampa. Have a team victory after a tough loss last night. Sophia Johnson in on the far side for Jacksonville. They want that win before the season ends. They want the cash as well. They want it all.
And you're Tampa, you want to win 3 of your last 4. They were 0-4, could be 3-5. And who's going to handle this? We have some scoreboard issues. It's a little bit tricky. What team is going to handle it better?
So we just have a little bit of a pause here just because the score isn't updating the way they needed to on the scoreboards in the arena, and that's important for the players to know exactly what the score is. So they're just getting it organized. You know, Sunday fun day, maybe a few mimosas coming in as we see Max Benson trying to get the crowd up and going, provide the last 6 minutes of energy before our season comes to an end. Sion Mendez, Nori Smiles. They got Vicky Flores. They got their #1 cheerleader, getting their crowd, their bullpen up and ready. This movie studio in a few weeks will belong to somebody else.
So sad.
The new show will come in, but it probably won't be a professional sports league.
Probably won't be as intense either, but this arena is beautiful. The work they've done on the court, the signage, the screens, the lights, everything about it gives it a feel I've never seen in tennis.
And that's what everyone has been going for. They've been trying to create something very different that the fans wanted but didn't know they needed.
Yeah.
Right? And I think that's, you know, traditional tennis for a lot of people just a little stale, a little boring, right? A little slow at times. You don't have an amazing matchup with all that time in between points and the changeovers. Not a diehard tennis fan. It's different.
Well, you know what's funny is after watching so much Intense, when I'm watching on my YouTube or Twitch and then being here in person, when I've watched a little bit of Cincinnati or the Masters Series for the ATP and WTA Tours this summer, it seems very slow to me. Honestly, I start looking at my phone, I get a little bored in between because the pace is just so much slower. I'm used to constant action like this, which I love.
Yeah, I know. The thing is, I feel bad for you because usually when I would watch those events, there was so much time between while I'm watching your YouTube and Instagram videos. So your view count's going down because I don't have time to watch in between here. There's always something going on. So
hey,
sorry.
Fair enough. I'm not watching my own stuff either. I'm locked in on this.
As long as they're watching here, that's okay. We'll take it, right?
Right. By the way, I've been seeing Miss Intense throwing T-shirts all day. Girl's got a cannon. She's launching them up there. I want to see what that serve looks like, a lefty serve. Look at her.
She's got the footwork.
Fast feet. Look at this.
Yeah, definitely a righty, not a lefty.
Gun into the upper deck. And this is weird, right? Because the match is so tight. Doubles is tight. Overall is tight. We've got this long break, score, a little bit awkward. And now you got to bring the energy right away and start playing good doubles. This is for everything right here, right?
Definitely the longest break these players. They're not used to having this. They still don't have the scoreboard ready, so this is going to take a little bit longer. It's the right thing to do. Make sure you have the scoreboard correct. Hey, Claudio, it's JY here. So what do you want from your team for these last 6 minutes? What are you looking for?
I mean, it's like last 5 minutes of the season. What you want to do? Just feel, don't sink, just go full. Remember that we can all the time in the world to make it. It was so much fun to come back and win the last, very last mixed double, very last things, and try to have fun. So go for it. Go hit, be explosive. For sure, you cannot be shy. You have to go there and shout and put your soul in every shot you play. It must be your soul in your racket.
So what was the decision behind having Sam Nicholson go in mixed doubles? That was the first time we saw him this year.
Yeah, I want to give a chance because the serve, normally Martin is good for the serve. Today in the men's double was not serving good at all. I need some good serve. And for sure Sam has a good serve, but it didn't work. He was not able to serve as in single. And because, you know, one of the strengths of Sam is the serve. So I needed some good serve from the men, but it didn't happen. So I want to give back the chance to Martin to start to get better.
Okay.
Men's double was not as usual. It was not the level we normally have.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate you giving us that insight. Good luck for these last few minutes of the season.
Sure. Thanks a lot. Thank you for your great work of the season, JY.
Absolutely. Thank you for bringing the energy, for leading this team and giving us a lot of fun tennis to watch. It makes sense, right, to have Sam in for the serve?
Right,
Martin wasn't serving that great.
Yeah, he's been serving great, and obviously Martin was struggling a little bit with the serve. So I like the thought process behind it, and I also like him getting out of it quickly. It's like, oh, well, outside the serve, it wasn't going so well. So I like the quick sub, but I like the idea that Claudio had.
Yelena, this is JY here as you have your team getting ready to finish the season. What are you looking for out of them?
I'm looking for Adam to don't go like for too crazy things, and whenever even if they make a winner or whatever, to try to forget about it. Sometimes he's on a rush and there can be 1 or like 5 I would say 3 mistakes in a row. But he can do also 2 really extremely good shots. So I hope he's gonna be only a good shot today for the last 6 minutes.
Since we have a few extra seconds here, I want to know what you think about that inside-out forehand angle that Nori loves to hit.
Against the girl, there's no point to do that. Right? So, I mean, he did one in the men's doubles. I told him 1, that's enough.
All right, well, thank you, Elena. We're going to get rolling here. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
We have the scoreboards updated, 197, 189 for Tampa, but also 60, 58, and that's a tough ask to come in with only 1 serve after sitting out. It's probably because kept serving some warm-up serve to keep it loose.
Yeah, honestly, you know, that would have been something. Again, we're all learning, but if you ever have a technical delay like that, maybe they wanted to hit some balls to keep themselves fresh, because this is going to be tough. They got to go from 0 to 100 miles an hour with everything on the line. Look at that.
Martin sending that just a bit too far wide. 197, 190, 61, 59. That's for 4K. Nori Smile serving. Martin hitting that great backhand return has improved so much after tearing a few ligaments there earlier in the year.
There she is.
There's that big
I like
forehand.
the move, though. Tough because Nori's ripping the ball, but I still like what she did there.
There's still 6 minutes is a lot of time, so you can still invest for the future. So it's a good time to keep going. That should have been an automatic poach. Ooh, just missed it. Martin heard me and went just a bit too far wide. Bolt 6, how was it? About like 2 inches. That's tough. Great footwork by Nori.
Yep, look, Sion, a little bit of a move there, and she made the forehand guy miss, right? Look at that.
Tough. I think Nori was expecting Sion to take that volley inside out, not right back at Sofia.
And probably poach on the next ball, because once you've hit 1 good volley, they certainly don't want to hit 2 balls in a row to you, right? So you know the ball's going to open court. So whenever someone hits at you and you hit a good volley, definitely poach on that second ball. You kind of get a theme with me. I just kind of say poach all the time. It's always, wow.
Well, what about a swing and a miss? Oh, no! Oh,
that
no.
is absolutely killer. Oh, they said touch?
What? They touched it?
A touch. I saw a touch on the volley. The point to Jackson. No, he tipped it on the when he poached. When he poached, you tipped on the volley.
I say no.
Point to Jackson.
I say no.
No, on the volley earlier.
Bolt
Even
6.
if he
first
touched
move that you made,
even the tiniest bit, it really would have altered. It would have been obvious.
I agree.
It wasn't like he just tapped it with the ball. That's a 2-point swing.
That's the one on skill. Adam.
That's a big one with Tampa up by 10. Huge help to Jacksonville. Let's see how Tampa responds.
Oh, yeah.
That's a way to do it if you got your MVP on the court right there. Let's see. Here's that tip. Let's see. No.
It's behind him.
Nope. I mean, he just completely swung and missed. Looked like a Marlins baseball hitter. But they responded extremely well. That's why she got the MVP award. 205, 192. Huge kick serve.
Oh, God. Sion.
Still works out +1. All right, but you got to take it.
Now, it's interesting because they got momentum, so you kind of want to play fast, but there's 4 minutes left and they have a lead, right? So do you want to bleed the clock all the way down to 1 second?
But we've seen this with Nori. I think he actually plays faster because he just thinks less and he gets into a good rhythm. And that's a great timeout by Claudio.
Yep, needed.
Okay, I don't even know how many points we are behind, but obviously we are, so we have nothing to lose. Let's go for a big shot. We have to use the serve. Big serve. You can go big serve. Of course, we have to put it away when you're near the net. Hit the forehand, stay big close, hit the forehand, hit the girl hit the girl here. Okay. There's nothing also we can do. Okay, let's go.
He's doing the point. Please take a little bit. I know. Okay, I understand, but. Okay, let's go. Come on. 2 seconds.
Last bit of coaching advice. 4 minutes left. Tampa with a 207-192 lead. 70-61, 70-62 in the doubles. We got the 4K on the line in the doubles. We got the team portion on the line. Sophia Johnson goes for that big serve that Claudio wanted. Oh. But a great response by Sion and a poach by Nori. This is the disciplined player that can play so well.
That's why we get frustrated, because we know he has it in him. Great cover, Sion.
Great job just to get the +1. But Nori just went a little too early, but hey, it's worked out for him today. Keep it up.
Yep, winning game plans don't work every single time. That's just why you have to keep at it. Poaching has been very successful. And again, this is the player, this is the Nori that I want to see. Aggressive, assertive, in the middle of the court, playing offense, getting 2-pointers. This is what he's out here for. Great serve and offense.
And that is not the disciplined player that Claudio wants to see. Overhitting, played big, but within some margin.
Yeah, that was a forehand into the back fence guy on that one. But he's just been a little bit off today. He's been a great doubles player all year. He's definitely not at his best. And you can see actually why he drives the doubles overall with the mix and the normal men's that he plays. And he's been a little off his game, and I think that's why Tampa's been able to play some good dubs tonight.
Great return. I don't mind the little bit too aggressive return from Sion right there, because look, you got Martin up front. At least he's not going to get a +2.
Yep. It's a big rip.
And they're up 211, 196, 74, 66. Jacksonville's crawling back in the double. Still 4,000 on the line in that double, so it's still playing for both.
Yeah, 2 minutes, 2:10 left. We have 9, 10 points left. Jacksonville's going to need some 2-pointers. They got to step up on this return, rip. Okay.
Trading points back and forth. 2 minutes left.
I want a good kick serve, and I need Sophia's got a poach here. Forehand volley winner. Got to be.
Too good of a kick. Doesn't have the opportunity. Martin rushing. Organizes himself, going a little bit too fast.
And like Claudio said, he normally has a great serve. Today, it's probably been one of his worst serving days, unfortunately. It's bad timing. He's down at 69% for the day, which for him is extremely low.
No way. Okay, that ball was out. Bolt 6 did not call it. The referee, Sebastian, does have the authority to overrule something that is egregious. Personally, I thought that was way out.
I think it was way out.
Yeah. No, way out.
It's out.
Yeah. Okay, not way out.
Yeah, it's definitely out.
For players of our skill, that's way out. Okay.
I think you're going to say for people who make line calls like yourself, that's way out.
No.
Yeah, that's out. But if you're Tampa and you don't get this call, you're going to go, wait, you said I touched that one overhead that I clearly whiffed, and now you're going to call that a 2-pointer? Like, what's going on
And
here?
that's huge with 4,000 on the line. With a minute and a half left, the team, I don't know if they can come back with a 12-point deficit, but they can definitely come back with just 6. So this is a huge call right now.
I don't envy Sebastian here because he's about to make an enemy. If he overrules the call, Claudio's going to be pissed. If he doesn't, Yelena's going to be pissed. Either way, someone's going to be mad. Oh, is it going to be Claudio?
There's either going to flash green or red. There was no call from the Hawkeye system, so we're going to replay the point.
Yeah, but before I asked you the same.
Well, that one, there was a call from the Hawkeye system. This one, the Gold 6 did not pick up any call, so we're going to replay the point.
Okay.
Replay the point.
All right. I mean, at least it's a replay of the point. I think if you saw it out, you just call it out. You know, we'll ask Barry Fulcher after this, league commissioner, what the exact rule is.
This is all the fun stuff he'll get to deal with next year, but
I'm going to take a nap. What do you mean? There's a big plus, too, so they still get it. 3 points swing right there.
Yeah, it went from one. Well, yeah, I guess they did get the 2 point from
I did the math before you.
You did. I'm slipping. Wow,
Sneaky touch. Way to stay calm. Very nice. Get the 2 points right back at him.
Why is she serving so fast? Take it down. Use the 5 seconds.
Overhitting.
No rush.
Just overhitting. That's it's so flat. Man, he's trying to skim like a quarter off a lake right there.
Yeah. He's been a little off today. But who knows? You know, is that because of him or is that because of Tampa?
I think scoreboard pressure. All right, good move was there, but why do you have to make it look like it was the most beautiful artistic shot in the world?
You know, he's just got to get a few of those out of his system, JY.
Gosh. Oh my gosh. What about that?
That's all right. Hey, we're fine. You guys are up 13. You're up 7 here with 20 seconds left. Just no 2-pointers. Take your time.
Huge point right back. They're going to wind this clock down. Tampa's going to be able to take the win right here. We'll only be able to sneak in one more point after this.
He should hit a high lob that stays in the air for oh
gosh, not that.
Why would you do that?
I just don't know. And that's going to be it right there. Tampa, crazy last 10 minutes. So many things going on. They win the doubles and they win the duel. Great performance by Tampa to finish the season off. And, man, we got to give it to Nori. We talked about Sam Frizzell and Sion being 2 key pieces. I think we can give it to Nori, definitely the way he showed up in doubles.
He played great dubs. He's definitely the biggest reason why they were able to take that. I feel so great for Tampa. Like I said, they've won now 3 of their last 4, finished the season on a high note. They're leaving with some cash today. Lots of good vibes. Yelena grew as a coach, so super impressive from them.
Yeah, great job. You know, especially after starting the season 0-4, to win 3 out of their last 4. They couldn't get the title, but still an incredible job showing resilience. Obviously, like you said, a lot of money in the pocket, but for Jacksonville, who at one point, they were in first early in the season. What do you think about that finish?
Yeah, you know, honestly, I'm a little surprised because Claudio's a great coach. They've got great players. They have the league MVP. They've done a lot of good things, and it was just kind of nip and tuck right there. But, yeah, they end the season on a tough note, but they'll be back strong next year.
Yeah, and so this is going to give us an opportunity to go review the match summaries for today that led us to the finish. Women's singles got started first. The MVP candidate, we had both of them on the court. Sion for the women got off to a great start in those first 2 bolts, 24-18, 27-16. Jacksonville came back, but still women singles gave them a 10-point lead for Tampa as we got into men's singles, which was important because you knew with Sam Nicholson for Jacksonville coming up, he's won some men's singles on his own by like 40 points at times. I think Tampa just losing close was important for them because Sam is just incredible. Great job. Sam Nicholson helped him 72-68 win, but still, that's what they wanted for Tampa, to keep it close to getting the doubles. And Jacksonville took the lead with Annabelle Thomas and Sophia Johnson, but the way they came back with the men, 31-25, then 29-21 to close it out and give them the overall win, 218-203. Congratulations to Tampa as they finish off on a high note. Really happy for them. And right now we are going to get ready for the award and presentation ceremony. But stay with us because we're going to take a quick look at how we arrived to today's event.
It was an intense match. Maybe it didn't go exactly as planned. Credit to Jacksonville. Sam came out, started on fire.
Kudos to Sam. He started insane.
I just tried my hardest and I got the win today.
That was the most fun tennis match I've ever played in my life.
Opening weekend, there's some nerves, no doubt. For me, I always see these opportunities for improvement.
Hopefully we win that energy battle.
We have a really good plan and it's gonna work.
We also have a very good plan.
They
For
don't,
sure.
they don't have
We do.
Awesome.
Marcelo did a great job firing us all up.
Somebody has to lose, someone has to win, but I know it's going to make us hungry to come back and beat them.
Obviously, coming in not having won one yet, it makes you hungrier to win one. Time to bring it, time to get a win.
Sam, amazing job in the men's singles.
I had a good game plan coming in, and I stayed within myself.
I would like to take my hat off to Sam. I think he pulled out a few good shots at the right times, but in general, I just felt like it was an uphill battle.
It's definitely a rivalry. We need it more than the other team.
Sam played well again today.
Each day is a new day. I mean, next week I could be the one flattened.
She brought it today, no doubt.
They really wanted it for the team. Credit to Atlanta today. They played some great stuff throughout, no matter whether they were up or down.
That was our season, and this was last night where Atlanta was taking on Tampa, where Atlanta could clinch the title. Started off with women's singles to see who was going to get them off to the best start, and Tanya hanging up the phone on Sion with her best performance of the season. And then it came down to the doubles. Atlanta going back and forth with Tampa, but the +2s and the volleys by Kevin King. Delana stepping it up and Marcelo screaming into the crowd as they clinched the 2025 first ever Intense League Championship.
Congratulations.
Great fun.
Yeah, it was fun. Really tight.
Oh, like, this is ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
That's insane. That's good. That's good. That's okay. Good.
I'll give it mine. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, it's no. Yeah, come on in, man. Yeah, it's a JY and Jonathan Stokke here as we're getting ready for the presentation ceremony. Man, it's been an incredible season so far, an incredible finish.
Yeah, man, it's so cool to be here. Obviously, all these teams got better as the season went on, and so proud of everyone for growing and improving as tennis players.
Yeah, it's just been a lot of fun to see the growth, right? From day one, we saw the teams getting better and better, the coaching getting better, and we come down to today. And last night was just an incredible, electrifying finish. And then today as well with another close one, Tampa and Jacksonville with a great response coming back. A lot of fun as we get ready now for the presentation ceremony.
The first ever Intense Awards ceremony. It is finally time, and for those of you that are still here in the arena, players, coaches, I think it's important to give yourselves one more round of applause for the amazing tennis that was on display this season. We saw grit, we saw growth, we saw unbelievable moments, but it was that much more special because of the environment that you fans brought to this arena. So thank you so much, and to everyone at home who watched our broadcast, we appreciate the support. And now it is time to crown the Intense champions and unveil the Bada Trophy. So it is my honor to bring in Tom Bada, the chairman of Intense.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the introduction, and I'd just like to thank everybody, all our fans, all our players, all our partners. It's a very emotional moment, seeing all this unravel, all this develop from an idea to something very real, and to see so many people excel and get so much joy, so much pleasure out of it. So I really appreciate all the amazing support everybody has given to us. So now it's this trophy, which we have donated to the league on behalf of my family, represents the spirit of competition, of innovation that we love in Intense and that we see in Intense. The trophy has 7 arcs, and you'll see it momentarily, that rise up in a surge, surprising the name of one of our events as well. And those 7 arcs represent the athletes, the 6 athletes, the 3 men and the 3 women on a team, and the coach. And they come together, working together as a team to be more than the sum of their parts, to work together, become great champions, great sportsmen. And it's with a great pleasure now that I'll be able to show you this amazing trophy and pass it over to the league commissioner and the champions.
You've heard all the thought that was put into this. You understand how meaningful it is. Hard fought, well earned. Now time to hoist it up. And for that, we bring in the commissioner, Barry Fulcher. Barry?
Thank you very much, Kelly. I'd just like to firstly say we've seen a dramatic end to the season. The last match we'll see here in season 1, a fitting end, drama, energy, it had it all. So congratulations to both teams today. To take that a stage further, I'd just like to say a huge congratulations and thank you to every player that's taken part this season. From the Challenge Series to the 3 teams we've had, it's been a phenomenal embracing of Intense and all the differences, the unique elements, the dynamic elements and the energy that Intense brings. Every player has embraced it. And we've seen such an evolution of the coaching, the player tactics, the strategy that we've seen through the season. So big well done to all players involved. I should just take a moment that this amazing arena we're standing in, the team at Intense worked incredibly hard, everyone behind the scenes, to make this season 1 go ahead. So a big thank you to everyone at Intense that's put together this an amazing arena and an amazing season 1. But we are only just beginning this journey, and we are already planning what season 2, season 3 and beyond looks like. And what we can promise is there's going to be more opportunities for players, for coaches, more teams, more hubs, and we're really excited to get this journey moving on to the next stage. So, without further ado, I would like to announce the 2025 Intense champions, Team Atlanta.
Congratulations, Team Atlanta, to all of you at the helm here. Coach Marcelo, how does the trophy feel in the hands right now?
It feels pretty special, like I told you yesterday. In the beginning, we didn't really know what to look forward to, and this has gone beyond our wildest imagination. You know, I just want to take this opportunity to really give a shout out, like I told you yesterday, the vision that the group had and the belief in the vision that Tom Bada had. So thank you. Thank you for your support. It's just amazing. You look around the work that people put behind the scenes. Sometimes I guess they're not appreciated, but the level of competitiveness, just like they said, it just got better every week. The coaching got better. The excitement, it was out of control last night. It was just so special. So this one really goes to my heart, but the credit truly, truly goes, and it sounds cliche, but the credit truly goes to the group behind me. You know, like I said, you know, like I just stand on the sidelines and I shout, get pissed off sometimes, but they get the job done. So a round of applause to my players back here.
Absolutely. Coach, thank you. Congratulations, Team Atlanta. It was such a joy to watch you guys play. It was an honor to be here with all of you, watching you compete each and every weekend, and we can't wait for what Season 2 has in store. So until then, JY, take it away.
All right, thank you, Kelly, for that incredible presentation. A beautiful trophy with the fireworks there going off in the back, but we got to take a look at Atlanta with its incredible season, Jonathan.
Yeah, they were a great team all year. They had some ups and downs. Last weekend they had a chance to clinch it. They didn't, but they came back strong. I thought everyone stepped up and played great tennis under pressure, which is what champions do.
And then we have to hit on the way Coach Marcelo has handled the team. Did not have a good start. Then on going a win streak, but then have a tough Saturday night last week to rebound, especially with some new players for the last week. What would you think about all that?
You know, Marcelo's growth is awesome because we know he knows X's and O's, but learning your players on this short season, getting to know what pushes their buttons, what gets them motivated, what calms them down. I thought he did a great job of learning how to communicate with them, and that showed up yesterday under pressure.
It was a lot of fun, and I'll start off by saying thank you to you. First off, thank you for joining us on Championship Weekend. This was a lot of fun. And for me, I have to give a huge thank you to so many people as we wind this down. I mean, this just goes beyond the season where everybody has been playing. This arena and everything has been put together for the last year, from our first event at Georgia Tech and Old Town Athletic Club to get it to hear so many people to thank, from operations, the broadcast team, social media, the coaches, the players, the executives. I mean, the players themselves. Without the players, when we look back at this, the first players that took a chance on such a new format in a new way. It's hard to get people to do new things, but especially in tennis, they trusted us, they bought into this vision. Have to give a huge thank you to Tom Bada, our chairman, Triple B, because without them, we would have never really been able to get this going off the ground. And I have to give a message to all the professional tennis players that are out there, especially all of those that have so much talent, so much hard work and discipline, that have had huge dreams, but things were just set up against you and you didn't even have a chance and you didn't even try to chase your dreams. We're doing this for people like you, for the juniors that have so much fun, that have made it through here, but have struggled traveling the world and being by themselves with no support behind them. It's so expensive. We're doing this for you so you can stay in this game. We're going to be back in Season 2 and Season 3 and beyond, because we're going to keep this going. This is the new way of tennis, and we are going to be back and better than ever next year. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you again.
In 3, 2, 1, roll the roll out.